Well, hello there. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Friday daytime stream. It's another daytime stream. Oh my gosh, I like the daytime streams, especially for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, because those are pretty heavy days for me when it comes to opening up Pokemon cards and Pokemon card demand. I'm actually thinking of maybe starting to take either Sunday night or Monday night off in order to do more card grading. So that is something I am debating with myself, which I may be able to justify if I'm doing daytime streams on the busiest days like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It give me a break from streaming as well, but if I'm just replacing that break with more work, it's not really a break, is it? But I don't know. That's something I'm still debating. I really don't have to do that, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. Most people are not being paid on Sunday that I know of. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But Sundays could be a big deal for sales as well. What's up, Corrupted? Monday night off. Mister, don't forget the bike, mister. Oh my god. He really wants the bike, doesn't he? Jose Bustamante, Phil PK Exotics. Hello, mister. I just finished watching last night's stream. Good timing. We're always live, Mr. Phil. By the time you have gotten a chance to watch the previous night's stream, we're already live again. I'm the who's been inquiring about a job working for you. You asked how close I was. You're in PA, right? I'm in Missouri. Missouri, the middle of the country. Very boring Missouri, except not in Lake of the Ozarks. Lake of the Ozarks, the hidden gem of Missouri. Sneaking in during work. What's up, Brian D? So we got all those slabs from yesterday's daytime stream that still need pricing. So we'll probably be working on that. And then, of course, you guys can just place regular orders. So if you guys are wanting something that you saw on the table, go for it. Now, how should we do this? How should we go about these slabs here? I think I got this good old box right here. Now, I had to use this box. I had to add a box to the table so the table's not so overcrowded. But instead of doing that, let's go ahead and put some slabs in there. Let's see what we got. We got this Snorlax. I'm not willing to go down on the price on that Snorlax. I really like him. He is a solid-looking 10. Ooh, we got this Dark for Alligator. I think I bought this back from the guy who pulled it from the large, Eero Suokas. Here's Charizard GX, PSA 10 for 165. He'll stay on the table. Here's Ho-Oh 10. Now, I'll actually remove both of these. You guys have seen these already. A very pricey scissor. Nobody is really offering this for sale on eBay, and I really like them, and I know Celestial Storms is pretty expensive. Here's Coughing for 140. But those PSA 9s for the Ruby Sapphire era cards, they're just high price. Magnemite can stay. He never really got a price, did he? Here's Palkia 9. I noticed a lot of people putting these Call of Legend cards into Slab Away. Lapras, a cheap 25. Judge Whistle, a cheap 42. Here's a PSA 8 Metal Energy for 10 bucks. That can stay. That'll probably sell. Maybe I'll just give it away. Now, I don't even think this will fit in the bucket, will it? Will this fit in the bucket? Dude, those SGC slabs are humongous. All right, this will stay on the table because it does not fit in the box. Surprised the Lapras didn't go. It'll go. There were a lot of stuff on the table, so people just probably couldn't focus on all of it at once. All right, so here is a Darkness Energy from Shining Legends, by the way. That is 15 bucks. It's pretty cheap. It's pretty meaningless, too, just like this Kakuna. So if you just want some cheap slabs to have some cheap slabs. Oh, there's Jose Bustamante. He was explaining he wanted to grade a card with that money. A cool-looking Shiny Melodic 7 for an amazing $195. This PSA 9 Groudon for $900. Oh, my God, dude. $600 for PSA 10 Misty's Tears. We are opening these packs of Gym Heroes right now. That's our pack breaks. Here's Dark Golbat, first edition, PSA 10, a real collectible in my opinion. We got Kangaskhan, maybe needs to be repriced. I don't know if I ever priced Kangaskhan. Here's Pikachu. I know this guy needs to be repriced. I feel like Articuno did get repriced. Did Articuno get repriced? This should be 165. I'll remove him, actually. He'll get removed. We already got one. So these, I think, need repricing. I don't think they ever got an update. What do we have in this stack here? We got this Machamp 9. Ooh, that's Japanese base set, 1996. Here's Clefable 9. We'll take a look at the... No, the Clefable was checked. Clefable's price is correct. Diglett from Squirtle deck, really cool. Another Burning Shadows Charizards. I guess I had a few of those ready to go. Look at this pincer, that's cool. So this is from EX Dragon Frontiers. Graded Gem Mint with CGC, so that's really neat. Wow, okay. He might be a cool card to regrade, actually. Here is a Scissor 9. It's too bad he graded 9, isn't he? This is the giveaway Shining Arceus. We're still giving away this Arceus. If you would like to join the giveaway, check out the link at the top of our description, okay? Here's Stunk Journey 10, Vulpix 10. This Charizard, I guess I'm keeping him. He is Pop 117. I paid probably $15 to grade this, and I got the card for free. Somebody actually gifted this to me, so that's pretty amazing because we looked up his price, and his cheapest buy now is like $800. So that was maybe one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. Of course, the person who gave it to me didn't know he was going to grade 10. He was probably just giving a, promo Charizard away. Oh, it's Gyarados from Mysterious Mountain. I have a feeling this needs to be repriced. Okay, so we're just going through all the slabs right now. He's been priced recently, $30 for Holographic Nidoking. Looks really nice. Here is a 10 Lieutenant Surge's Eevee Heroes. I'm the only one selling one of these guys right now. So it's a nice card. Lugia 7 is a whopping $600. Those Call Legends cards are insane in price. I don't know why. Base set Growlithe 10 for $130. I think that's reasonable. Here's a Lugia 10. It never got a price. Okay. Ammonite. This was repriced. This is a Legendary Collection Ammonite. He would make a fantastic card for the large. Black Kyurem. He got repriced, didn't he? No, we looked him up. He didn't need to be repriced. Okay, but these do. These do need to be repriced. Not the Pikachu, but these three right here. Okay, cool. We have our Gym Heroes pack break going on. Very nice. Here is the base, Japanese base set item finder. That was priced recently. This was priced recently. This was repriced correctly. These need to be updated. Tapu Bulu was priced. I'm pretty sure he's accurate. I don't know if Volcarona is accurate. I think this one's going to go into the live customs. I really like that card. And Darkrai EX. I don't remember if Darkrai needs a reprice. Okay, so early stream again. That's right. Place your orders if you want into the early stream. If you want to avoid the crowds of the late night stream, we're doing this on the busiest days of the week. That includes Friday, Saturday, and Thursday. We like to have daytime streams if possible. Not always possible. Here's the bird. The bird has reached $960, everyone. Amazing. Really amazing. That's because Alex and I both donated $50 to it the other night. I really moved it. But you guys all donated too. I mean, we just dropped that extra 100. It really made a quick jump in price or drop in price. Okay, there's the Shining Arceus. Now here is Jose Bustamante and the Gym Pack guys. The pack break guys. Here's the bird. I really need another location for the bird, I think. Now, let's grab those cards that need to be repriced, huh? We'll start there. Let's see. They need to be repriced, and they need to be up on this table for a little while. Let's start here. You ready? I said this would be the stream where we price up some of these PSA cards, and that's what we're doing. PSA 9, Gyarados, what, 28? All right, there we go. It says there's no information on it. Let's try Mysterious Mountain. So there is a PSA 9 Mysterious Mountain Gyarados for a whopping $1,000. Okay. How about Sky Ridge? So we're looking up Japanese. Now he's the only one available is this one. And if you look at the English version of the card is $1,000. So PSA 9 English holographic Gyarados is $1,000. The pop on this is probably like nothing. It's probably like pop 20 or something. So he's staying at $850. That is a correct price. That's competitive with what's available on the market. So I must have priced that a little while ago, and the price hasn't changed. So here's a Machamp base at 9. All right. Okay, his price has fallen, though, substantially, really. Some cards have fallen in price. I think the cards that are really, really desirable have managed to maintain their price. Just like the stock market, sometimes cards go up and down. Let's see. 119. All right. Any Mesprit? I don't think so. So he's 119. Here's the Articuno. Generations Articuno, huh? And he's a 10, actually. Well, there's one for 350, but it's actually graded a long time ago. It's got a 2.5 grade on it. I suppose I'll come down in price on mine. Mine was recently graded 5.3. So we're going to reduce the price on this. I'm going to stay higher than the other guy, though, because he doesn't have very much feedback, and his card is ugly because of the older grade. Unless you want to pay to regrade it. I know it costs money to regrade these cards. So that's going to be 400 on the Articuno. What do you think about the CGC authentication monopoly going about? You think there's some competition going to come from all this? Do I think there'll be competition? That's a good question. I don't know. What I do know is that if you want to avoid paying authentication fees and eBay fees in general, hop into our Pokestan marketplace. That is a place where you can pay a small fee of $6 a month to sell cards. And, when you're done selling, you can cancel the subscription to the Discord server, okay? So here's the Rocket Scyther. I'll be honest with you, I might just keep this one. I don't know what he's doing these days, but I'm actually a huge fan of that card. And let me look it up. So I'm guessing he might have fallen, but let's see. Okay, so about 3,000. Yeah, he did fall. I'm not surprised because a lot of really high-priced cards did that. I might just be better off holding this guy because there's only 66 of them in the population. He's actually a sub 100 pop card, means he's actually quite rare. And the one for sale was recently graded. So somebody probably opened a box of like Gym Heroes and pulled them and then graded them immediately. So that is my guess. It looks great. I might be better off holding this guy. I'm going to go ahead and put him away. Yeah, he's a sub 100 card. Pop 100, he's under that. So he's going back into my box. Here's Kangaskhan. Let's see this Kangaskhan. So this is Jungle Kangaskhan. I hate spelling out Kangaskhan's name. Excuse me, I'm going to mute the mic and have a little cough here. All right, cool. Now, it does look like the Kangaskhan's quite a bit cheaper at $175. Wow. Only 37 likes. Smash the like button. How much would you sell my collection for? How much would I sell my collection for? That's a really great question. What's up, mister? I never really speak around here, but I just wanted to say I hope I'll be able to get some money and purchase from you one day. Well, thanks, man. All right. Wait, is the price of Express still up to date? Let me just see. Yeah, okay. I saw Tammy talking about it. You scared me there, Tammy. All right, there we go. So some price changes. The Gyarados actually remains the same. This means that there's not a lot of people making this card available for purchase. Here is Machamp, and that's not a surprise. That's actually a really low pop card. Here's Machamp 9 for $120. That's extremely reasonable. You know how expensive a booster pack of like Japanese base set is? It's probably like $400. And then what you have to realize is every other pack is going to be a cold pack with no holo in it for the Japanese base set. So a 9 of this for $119, just subtract the cost of grading too. You're getting this card for like, I don't know, like $60, $50. That's pretty solid. Now the Articuno at 400 is a low pop card. What is this? This card's pop 77. So that's really low pop. It's from XY Generations. It looks really pretty. And this was recently graded, so it just looks really nice overall. That's probably underpriced. Here's Kangaskhan Holo. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at all of these. These all seem really low price because I know a Jungle Pack costs more than $175 But also when you open it, you might not pull a card that can grade 10, and then there's the cost of grading. So I'm kind of surprised at the price of cards right now, because is what I noticed before. The price of the booster packs seem to be higher than the price of the slabs. So it's not making a lot of sense to me to open up the boosters when the slabs are such a great price. But anyways, let's not dilly-dally anymore on that subject. I'm going to get some other fresh cards out. What do we got? We got a Shining Lugia 10. Well, we got these 10s to sell, but I feel like maybe we save those for the large. You know what I mean? Or Raichu 10 can make it to the table. That's fine. Ooh, here's that Gengar holo. Take a look at that, guys. So this is from what? Oh, this is Sword and Shield base set. Oh, that's cool. I like that. This Volcanion 10 and Tag Team All-Stars Reshiram and Zekrom. I'm sorry, Zekrom and Pikachu. So there's some lovely 10s there. Oh, they're going to all need sleeves. I'm going to go take a look at the PayPal list in just a minute. We're going to start opening booster packs, okay? So we don't need too many. We don't need more than 10 slabs available on the table like this. You guys got enough to look at. You'll grab the Gyarados right afterwards. He's a special card. He's from the Japanese Sky Ridge collection. So you probably already know English Sky Ridge is really low pop, right? Well, on top of that, the Japanese version of the collection is even lower pop. And they're scary to open, the Japanese booster packs, because similar to base set, they have the deal going on where half the packs are cold and half the packs are holographic, right? Or heavy, you might call it. And so opening up those Sky Ridge packs is actually really expensive. And last time I checked, dude, the price of the Sky Ridge Japanese packs got up to like $800 at some point. I don't know if it's still there. Maybe it's around $600 by now. But, you know, if you had to open 2 of them to get 1 holographic card, that's going to cost you $1,200. Definitely a losing scenario. And then again, you have to pay for the grading. And, you know, you could actually get an 8 on some of these cards if you didn't know that. Cards can come right out of the booster pack in grade 8. I see it all the time. Just, it depends on the centering. If the centering's far enough off, it turns into an 8. Oh, this doesn't deserve a sticker. That's being given away, right? I'm going to write free on it. Wait, mister, is there tag team on Shining Arceus? What? What do you mean? Loving that Volcano Hollow there, mister. Very nice looking card. Good catch, Tammy. What? What? What are we catching? Notice me. I sent 24 cents for 3 Wheat Cross Glowing. I corrected it 24 bucks. How's it going, Thor? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Why is there a tag like price tag? Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to put it there. Okay. So the Zekrom, he is a lovely $55. He's just a pretty card. You might want him in your collection. Ooh, he's one of the better GXs in the set. Now let's look up this Volcanion. It's actually a special Volcanion, but we'll just sell it like a regular one. Okay, so, oh, it's actually this thing called the Theme Deck. Full Holo, yeah. So this is actually a Theme Deck card. There's somebody selling one right now. It is actually cheaper than the regular Unbroken Bonds one anyways. So we're going to price this at that price, $39. If you're a fan of Volcanion, you might want this card. Here's the Gengar. Oh, what's this? No Gengars? Excuse me. Let me check completed items. All right, so one did sell, and there's none available. So I get to set my own price. I saw that one has sold for $80 before. I'm going to price mine at $80. And then we have this Raichu over here. Excuse me. Damn, this Raichu he got so cheap over time. Everyone and Grandma must have been grading this card, so he's 45. Holy moly, man. Wonder how many of these Raichus exist. I bet it's some giant amount. Mister, you okay? Get a drink. I need a drink. So, I think we are ready. Cool. Let me jump over to the PayPals and see what's going on in the PayPals, guys. Day stream. Whoop, whoop. We got 165 viewers. We're only 20 minutes in. That's pretty good. How's it going, everyone? Could I get you to hit the like button so we can reach 100 likes today? We'll be going for 2 hours. We're already 20 minutes in, which means we have about 100 minutes left. I can actually see we got quite a few orders just now based on the amount that just came in. So let's find out where we left off last night. Okay, see those refunds we sent out to everyone who tried to buy that $8 rocket card. Here we are, Jose Bustamante. Express grade my reverse hollow Charizard. You got it, man. Anything for you. Let's find his bag. Oh, it's so bright in here. The sunlight's in here. Holy Jesus. Jurin, Jose Bustamante. Hey, that was pretty nice. We jumped all the way up to 77. So reverse hollow. Ooh. Oh, lots of express grades today. And, you know, I think I'm going to take a break from grading Nogala's cards to get all those express grades done. We're trying to get the Nogala order done as fast as possible so it can be returned to him. He'll show off TCC grading. It'll be really good for anyone who has a TCC graded card or who is getting a card graded with me. So, you know, I think that is a priority to get that done quickly. And then we will return to grading a combination of express cards as well as the cheaper regular price. All right, here we are. But we upped the price of the express grade by about $5 because there's so much demand for it, which is, yeah, it makes me really, really happy. I'm very grateful for all the demand, and I can't wait to have somebody helping. Once we have somebody helping with like labels and all that, it's just going to make everything so much faster, guys, I promise. So, but we are operating, so that part alone is already exciting. Ooh, new member. Joseph Ruff. All right, thanks for joining, Joseph. We got another member, guys. Finn Watson Link says 1 VMAX. Ah, yes, VMAX. 1 VMAX. 1 Star Birth. Ah, yes, Star Birth. There we are. I'll be a member soon enough, says Joshua Whipple. So, reasons you might become a member. Here's the reason why. First of all, it's only $2. Okay, so it's not very expensive. Second, you get access to all of the great private emojis that are only for members, like the Bulba Butt. Pee pee poo poo, says Baron. Another reason you might join is because it helps me keep track of how long you've been on the channel. When I see you got one of the older Pokeballs, I know you've been hanging around the community for a longer time. Ooh, a Honchkrow. So all those are nice reasons why you might consider joining. Here we are. And when we get enough members, we unlock new emojis. So it just gets more fun. Oh no, I need a new junk box. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. So give me a minute. Last night I was so pooped, I should not have done this. All right, I got to go create a new junk box and pop it under the table. I'll be right back. This will just take me a minute. Yeah, my goal is to hire at least one full-time worker and offer them cheap housing while they move out here. And of course, they can eventually try and buy a regular house, which is a smarter thing to do than to rent. And yeah, I'll have a lot of work for them, actually. I'm pretty sure, I'm confident about it. Maybe we can have them make custom booster for us, like God Packs. Remember those? That'd be fun. Whew. How much for the PSA 5 Celebi, says Finn. I would like to buy that instead of my packs. You know, I don't even know where he went, to be honest, Finn, and I apologize. I already opened the packs. Mr. Finn! Yeah, I don't know where he went. He might just be given away. Another new member. Oh my gosh, it's Brian Locke. Brian Locke is continuing his membership. Thanks, Brian. Brian's got one of those rocket balls. How we disband the ATF. What? The ATF? I don't even know what you're talking about. How many God packs of VMAX Climax have you pulled? 100. If I get a good hit, mister, can I order for you to instant grade it? Yeah, of course. That would be pretty expensive. Mister, what if you hire a group of small Norwegian men? How many spots in the pack break? In the pack break, 10 spots. Yes, we have a pack break going on, and we have the charity chicken, too. I can't even become a member. The link is broken. Mister, I joined BOFA, your Discords. We got 2 Pokemon card Discords. My personal Discord, where you guys can hang out and talk, and then the seller's Pokestand Marketplace. You can go over there and look for cards you'd like to buy directly from people. Maybe you can get them to offer you a better price than, let's say, eBay, because they're avoiding the eBay fee. If you want to be a seller over there, you pay a $6 subscription fee to become it's called a vendor. And vendors have access to all the seller channels. And since you have to have that small fee, you get to have a lot less competition while you're selling. So, you know, if everyone could sell into Discord, it'd be very messy. There'd be little kids selling stuff or pretending to sell stuff. But with the small fee, you kind of weed all those people out right away. You know what I mean? Because, well, first of all, you've proven that you have a PayPal account and that you've got a working PayPal account rather than, you know, if you're a fishy person, PayPal gets rid of you. You know, they get rid of you real quick. They shut your account down. So that's a nice thing. Patrick Shortle says, can I put $25 towards my Feraligatr slab, please? And thank you. You sure can. All right, Patrick, let's go to the slab away. Mr. Patrick. Let's see. Patrick Shortle. He said $25. So that'd be what? $135 plus 75 cents. So this would be $136.50. All right, cool. All right, let's see. We've got Luis Ruiz. He says 6 fusion strikes. All right. Hello, mister. Where's my bike? Mister, you got that bike? Man, I'm really low on Fusion Strike. So Fusion Strike is in demand right now. A lot of people were complaining about the pull rate in Fusion Strike, and yet here we are, almost sold out of it again. Alcohol, firearms, and tobacco agency. Oh, are they like a lobbyist group, basically? There's a lot of lobbyist groups. I don't really care about them too much. You know what I really don't like? I don't like big tech monopoly. That's what I don't like. You got Google is basically one company, and they can tailor your search results, and that can swing an election. Or you got Mark Zuckerberg, you know, donating billions of dollars to local election results. Yeah, it's just a few tech companies that have a lot of influence over what we can say on the internet. Basically, the internet has become the public place to speak, but a few companies can control what you can say. It's very anti-American, in my opinion. Anti-free speech, anti-American. I don't know much about that other thing you just mentioned, like alcohol and whatever, like firearms. They're probably doing nefarious stuff too. Every group does because they're vying for power and money. So I'm not like for any particular group, but I can say, in my opinion, one of the biggest problems is the monopoly on speech. All right, here we go. We've got Fusion Strike. Hey, have you got through the pre-orders yet? Placed an order, don't know if I need to rewind. We just started going through the orders. Fun fact about Climax, the set is all the most playable cards from Sword and Shield. Here's Mandibuzz. Oh, that's interesting. Lapras. Here's Corviknight. Oh, no. Toxel. Wow. That's a rough round, Mr. Lewis. Sorry, man. Mr. Lewis with an L. You over here? Let's see. L-Box has been real busy lately. I ought to just keep it closer by. I didn't think you were in here. I don't know why. How about over here? Well, let's check up top, actually. Here we are, Mr. Luis Ruiz. Climax is good for deck building if you're Japanese. All right, after Lewis, we got Marcel Torres. He says, one poker card. You got it, Marcel. Marcel, you pick up Zubat. Zubat. Sorry, Marcel. Mr. Marcel. The ATF is going to take your pokies just like they're doing with your guns. What? I wouldn't call myself a big gun nut or anything. But I am a big fan of freedom. Next up, we got Dontrell Davis. He wants a slab away payment. You got it, Dontrell. Dontrell Davis. Let's see. 154.5. All right, it's been updated, Mr. Dontrell. Let me turn this music down a little bit. A little loud. Luke Robertson, he says, 5 packs of Evolving Skies. Mr. Luke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Freedom's really interesting because it's like so hard to define. Freedom to do what? Or freedom from what? You know what I mean? Like, for me, probably the number one biggest thing, and you guys have heard me rant about this before, it's just taxes. I really want low taxes. I really do. We should have some social programs. I do support socialized healthcare to a certain degree. I think that a certain amount of it should be free, especially for young people. It should definitely be free. People who are disadvantaged, it should definitely be free. You know what I mean? And then people who are not disadvantaged, probably have them pay for their own healthcare. We got to be smart about it, you know, because we don't want to be wasteful. And we just want it shouldn't be a political thing. We should just have the best working healthcare. You know what I mean? But I think there is a point where there is a certain like cost when people, they don't take care of themselves at the hospital. Well, it's more expensive not to take care of people in a certain way to a certain point. You know what I mean? Somebody gets sick and then they have to quit working and they don't take care of themselves because maybe they're avoiding a hospital bill. Oh man, that's another rough round. So I do support some version of socialized healthcare. However, when it comes to healthcare, I really feel that we have to make sure that we are outlawing poisonous foods. We have to be telling people, look, you got to exercise, you got to eat well. We can't just pay for people to be really unhealthy. You know what I mean? And that's a big problem in the United States, in my opinion. So people got to be healthier as well. Can't just be free this, free that. You got to be making smarter choices with your health. And then we can afford to help you with your health care. All right, Luke Robinson. Let's see, Luke. Let's check up here. But not just that, we want to make sure that our healthcare companies are real competitive too. You know what I mean? We want to make sure that there's enough profits involved in it that your geniuses don't leave the industry, because your geniuses will leave to go do something else that's more profitable. And that's one of the risks of socialism, is your innovators go, well, there's no money in this, I'm going to the next thing because I want to be rich. You know what I mean? And you know, pursuing profits seems like it's an evil thing, but it's sort of, I see it almost like a high score in a video game. Like some people are just driven to do that. And those really driven people make huge contributions. Think of like speedrunners in a video game. Those guys are like, they're like the genius of playing that video game. Well, they're not driven by, they want a high score. That's what drives them. That's the only thing that drives them, probably. Evan Tellis says 2 fusions. You got it, Evan. Here we are. And 2 bags. And my point is, we want to make sure that the incentives are there for them to stay in healthcare, you know? But yeah, I mean, some form of socialized healthcare. And another thing I've talked about in the past when it comes to socialized healthcare, we have to bring the cost of healthcare down. So it's like, think of it this way. If healthcare was actually pretty cheap, no one would care about socializing it. Or if it was really cheap, maybe nobody would even be asking to socialize it. They'd be like, yeah, I can pay for that, just like I pay for my own food. You know what I mean? So bringing the cost down on healthcare is also really important. So it's a combination of those 3 things. We got to bring the cost down. We got to get people to just be healthier. I think that that's really a big key to it all. And then, we got to, I think, in my opinion, we need to be very careful to limit what the government pays for. All right, that's Evan Tellis. He says, I believe I have 2 bags. Oh, well, then it should be very easy for me to find one of them. Let's see, Evan. Isn't that an alt-art? I don't think so. I think that's just Intellion VMAX. Here we are, Evan. I view all for-profit corporations as creepy. I don't. I mean, when you go to work and you receive a paycheck, what do you think your paycheck is? That's the profits. You are profiteering. When you get your paycheck, you are gaining the profits of your business. So everyone benefits from profits. And I like to think of profits in a certain way. I think that the left they tend to identify it in a creepy way. They go, oh, it's exploitative. Oh, it's, slave labor and tricks. But I like to see it another way. I like to see it as supply and demand. But also the other thing, when you get very good at something, you become so productive that there's a surplus. And that surplus, it is the profit. You know what I mean? Like Taco Bell, they're very good at making tacos. Because they're so fast at making tacos, there is a surplus of productivity, and that is your profit margin. Whereas if somebody else tried to open up, let's say, a building that you could drive up to and have them prepare a taco for you, they would not have the infrastructure that Taco Bell has and the knowledge that Taco Bell has to make you a taco for like $1.50. So they're not able to produce the good as cheaply. And this is what causes Taco Bell to make so much money. They can produce it cheaply. So, and then they get a profit for that. And if anything is ever too profitable, what you're supposed to do is step in and open a competing business. So yes, if healthcare is making too much money off of this, one of the things that's supposed to happen is a competing service is meant to open up and cut into that profit margin. When two companies compete with each other for your business, the price goes down. Right, like let's say I was the only guy opening cards on the internet, the only one. Well, I could just charge outrageous amounts of money. I really could. And but because there's so many other people that do this kind of stuff, I have to reduce prices, and the more people that do it, the more I'll have to reduce prices. That's how it works. So competition is really healthy, actually. What really hurts the country is when there is not enough competition. Sometimes you'll call that like an oligopoly or even a monopoly. For example, you could say Google almost has a monopoly on search engines because they're like the only one. I use DuckDuckGo occasionally, but I just really never use anything else. You could call that a monopoly. Okay, next up we got Tyler Stites. Give me 2 XY Evo snipes. You got it, man. Let's get those XY Evos. It's a fun topic, by the way. Here we are. Ship my bag. Oh, he says ship my 2 PSA slabs under Stites 1. TCC slab and bag. I'll send you the address on Discord. Well, I should have it here in PayPal. You want me to just look it up here in PayPal? Mister, I bought the free card. That's the communism card. I'm just kidding. The free one. That's the charity card. That's what it truly is. And charity is a great thing. When people are charitable to each other, it makes a society a nicer place to live. It's hard to want to be charitable, I feel like to want to be charitable, you have to like each other. And that's why charity is such a sincere form of wealth redistribution, because you really like each other, and that's why you do it. Whereas taxes is like the opposite of that. Somebody takes your money from you and gives it to themselves through through taxation and socialism. I think that creates a lot of anger and distrust and finger pointing whenever things don't go well. You know what I mean? Mr. Tyler, let's find your bag, Mr. Tyler. All right, Tyler. If everyone liked each other a lot more, there probably would be a lot more charity. That's the truth. And we're going the other way. We're going down a road in our country where everyone kind of dislikes each other. Let's see. Actually, I think there was some kind of research done, and it showed that Democrats were more likely to vote for taxation and less likely to be charitable. Let's see. Okay, we'll grab this. My Starbucks got a basement, so when winter comes, I smoke down here. What? Such an odd comment. There we are, Tyler Stites. All right, there we go. Mr. Tyler. People love things and use people instead of the reverse. Right. Mister, what are you doing with the code cards? Giving them to you. What's up, card? Should make me a mod. I should have gotten them, lol. All Democrats I know don't tip well. What's up, mister? Finally caught you when it's late for me. Well, I think people tip better when they're wealthier in life. I didn't tip well when I was like young and in college. And guess what? A lot of Democrats are still young and still in college, which might tell you something too. So young people I think it's not just that they're more open-minded than older people. I think it's just the case that older people have experienced more hardships in life because they've been alive longer. So they're aware that, they're not so naive. They're aware that life is full of tricky and bad situations. And that helps inform their voting decisions. Whereas young people have never really experienced any of the hardships yet, or maybe they have, I don't know. But they're more open-minded because they're young and they haven't really experienced much because they're young. And as that they grow older, then they gain a stronger opinion or more, let's say, a more shaped up opinion. But that doesn't mean that all old people are just always voting Republican. A lot of them do vote Democrat too. Mr. Stites, you say you're going to provide me an address over here, huh? Okay, I got both of these addresses, Stites. Sounds like you had a slab return. All right, I got your address. Let me grab your email. Okay, I'll open this up. Mister, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is red. I really like the color red, and I really like the way red and black looks together. It looks pretty creepy. All right, we'll grab this. Here we are. It's not the creepiness really that attracts me. It's more like the it has like a dangerous feeling to it. I like that. I like that feeling. Like something's gonna happen, you know what I mean? Red and black together make you feel like something's gonna happen. Don't forget to say no bag for order. Oh, I forgot to say no bag for order. All right, we wrote that down. Stites 1. All right, cool. The color red by itself makes me think of like, I don't know, maybe like Target or something. Robert Dimmick says, 4 live customs. Oh, Mr. Robert, so these are the same live customs from last night, but I upgraded the very first pack into a hot pack. You ready? Oh. It's a little vintage fighter energy. I said enemy. Charizard, Fairy Energy, Super Potion, Keldeo, Lurantis, Arcanine, Dragonite, Lapras, and Pikachu. Hey, that's kind of cool. I had a TCC slab too. Have no fear, we'll definitely look for that. Oh wait, he ordered 4 of these, not 1 of these. I'm a goof. So that was 1, 2, 3, oh, and 4. All right. Casey Fjellsted's here. How's it going, Casey? All right, what do we got? Ooh, that's nice. So you're going to pull Zacian V PSA 10. That's really solid, actually. I feel sorry for some guys last night. They were doing quite a bit of sweeping in those live customs. They've been been around for a while, so I let them do it because they know how they work. They know the risks. He also wants 4 of the VMAX Climax. All right, give me a minute. We got 2 here. I got to get a fresh box now. Let's see, we got a fresh box over here. Right under the desk. Ugh. Haha. Your carne asada with rice and beans. Ooh, rice and beans. Rice and beans can be so yummy. But I feel like rice and beans are they're yummy when you put a lot of kind of unhealthy ingredients in them, like a lot of cream or cheese or something like that. And then at that point, they're not that healthy, are they? All right. There we go. So you got 4 VMAX, 10-star berth, he says. You got it, man. If I can grab them. Why would you grade a Holo Gengar? Well, because you might sell them later for $80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I'm a big fan of rice and beans. They're very yummy. Okay. When I order out like Mexican food, that's like my favorite dish actually, is the side dish. Isn't that funny? If your Mexican restaurant does not make good rice and beans, is it even a Mexican restaurant at that point? It's like a Japanese restaurant that doesn't make good sushi, you know what I mean? Is Star Birth the equivalent to Brilliant Stars? Sort of. It's like a portion of it. Plain sticky white rice is even better. Yeah, white rice is pretty good too. I mean, in general, I like rice. Rice is such a good sort of like vehicle. It's almost like tofu in a way. Like it just absorbs the flavor of your meal. All right, here we are. Terrible fact that the healthy severing of cheese is only as big as your thumb. Isn't sushi American? No, but they made like the California roll to appeal better to America, but sushi really is a Japanese dish. All right, here we are. This is for Robert Dimmick. He did a $10 tip. Wow, that's so nice, man. And you got a hot pull, too. Rice, broccoli, and cheese. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I get like a weird... I think I get a headache from that, and I suspect it's because typically you make that out of those like boxed rice things, and I think those boxed rice meals, they must be full of like some kind of nasty food that gives me a headache. The moment I think rice with cheesy broccoli, I think headache. Weird. Here's Raichu. You ever had those like the rice-a-roni or whatever? Always gives me some kind of weird headache. Too much salt maybe? I don't know. Thanks for my TCC slabs. What's up, man? Zekrom Pikachu is gone. Okay, thanks for letting us know. We remove it from the table. It's a nice little card, isn't it? Cold. Okay, so that was one Charizard V-Star out of there. You also got 2 regular Vs. How about these VMAX Climax? Same with Uncle Ben's rice. I don't know if I've had that much of the Uncle Ben's, but probably. Here we are. Fresh food is always a lot healthier than that packaged stuff that's full of like, I don't know, it's just too full of chemicals. I'm about to chow on broccoli cheddar soup. I do like chocolate, did I say chocolate? Broccoli cheddar soup. It sounds like chocolate when you say it. Broccoli cheddar. There you go. Here's Santa Scorch. You got to get the frozen broccoli and cheese, then the white rice. Here's... Oh, look. Umbreon. I mean, this is the thing. I think cheese in general just makes any food dish more delicious. You know what I mean? You can say anything with cheese is good. Like, why don't you just have a slice of cheese? It's really yummy. Orbeetle. I'll be gearing up to buy plenty of brilliant star packs from you on release. Can you show off my TCC slab? Well, how about you show it off when it arrives? I would have to go dig it up if I went and got it right now. And we've only got 120 minutes together right now, so we're going to plow through these orders as fast as we can. Chocolate soup. Mozzarella is the best cheese, in my opinion. Oh, that's a good question. What type of cheese do you guys like best, would you say? For me, it might be brie cheese, if we're just talking about cheeses. Brie cheese, a little stinky, not too stinky. Okay, Robert Dimmick, I have a bag. Third R box. Third R box, huh? I don't really know what that means, unfortunately. Let's go looking. Okay, you're not in this one. You know, the R boxes ought to all be grouped together and then alphabetized. Here we are, Robert Dimmick. We found it pretty fast. You got a lot of cards in here, man. All right. There we go. Very cool. Cheddar because it goes well with most food. I'm going to grab this R box over here and put you in there. Gouda. I feel like Gouda's just different cheddar. You know what I mean? It almost tastes exactly like cheddar. One in one hand poon and the other is one my mom always told me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Mr. Diecast and other things. Oh, yes, here it is, Diecast. I see what you're talking about. Well, hold on. We'll get to your corrected order, okay? But first, we got to take care of Matt Colley. He says, will you please grade the Squirtle and War Turtle Express? Then, 2-star berth. You got it. So, Mr. Matt Colley, here we go. Mr. Matt. Smoked provolone is delicious. Cold. And, oh, it's Whimsicott. Sweet little Whimsicott. I don't know how people like blue cheese. I like blue cheese a lot. When I was a kid, we would have a tub of blue cheese that we would put in like salads and stuff like that. Excuse me. And every now and then as a kid, I'd pop the lid open and I'd steal a little chunk of blue cheese out. Blue cheese has a bitter flavor to it. And I really like foods with bitter or sour or just like weird, almost like painful flavors. Like jalapeno. Love spicy food. I think it's just because spicy food, the discomfort you have when you eat it really wakes you up. All right, Matt, so we moved everything around over here when we were looking for Mr. Bed Charts bag. And so now I got to find out where we sorted your bag out to. We had to move you. I didn't put you in a new place entirely, did I? No, you... Wait, I'm trying to remember. Matt Colley. What happened to Matt Colley's bag? You didn't get, like, sorted up here, did you? Oh, you did. Okay, cool. All right, Matt Colley. Squirtle and War Turtle. Okay, but they're not in here. Cool. So this is Matt Colley's bag. Well, let me place this in here. Was it the case you had 2 bags, Matt Colley? Maybe it was the case you had 2 bags. Confusing me. Doing nighttime in the UK out of nowhere. Out of nowhere! This is a daytime stream. We've been doing more daytime streams to help people out. Especially me. Huh, weird. Matt Colley, huh? I'm guessing he has 2 bags. I should probably just start looking. All right, I was just trying to remember without looking. You won't eat for a week after eating Reaper Pepper Gumbo. Yeah, I don't mess around with that stuff. You know, I like spicy food, but I don't like to destroy my body. You know what I mean? Some of that spicy food is so spicy, there's no point to it. Really no point. You're obviously just doing it for, like, views, social reasons. Like, oh, look at me, I ate a ghost pepper. Nobody's eating ghost peppers because they love ghost peppers. You know what I mean? Matthew. Matt Colley. Didn't see the express went up, says Matt Colley. Where's Matt Colley's bag? Habaneros. What? Here's Paul Newman. I swear to God, Matt had like a really large bag, and we kept it over here, didn't we? But then everything got moved last night. All right. Well, let's just start going through all the possible bags. Mike's side's over here. We kind of already have been through all the possible bags. We've just got our 2 M boxes over here as well. They made a dragon breath pepper. Matt Colley, did you possibly have me ship it already? I think what I'd like to do is I'll make a note right now to keep an eye out for Matt Colley's 2 cards. I'm just not seeing his bag. What's up, Matt? Matt, we didn't ship your bag, did we? He says, no, sir. Okay. Says, it's definitely over here. Probably what happened, Matt, is I probably moved it to a place where it was more secure. And now I just don't know where that place was. Unless you got your own box. Did you get your own box, maybe? Sometimes that happens. I don't think you did. Weird. All right. Well, I tell you what. Let's keep our eyes open for that while we continue the stream. So now we have die-cast and other things, and he wants 3 of the Wheatcross. As long as they're on Earth, we're good. Oh, yeah. The other order didn't get placed right. Ah, here we are. Mr. Die-cast. Let's see what you got. I swear we had your bag on the right side of the table here, and it's just not there anymore. I must have moved it. Usually what would have happened, that means, is we had an open spot in another M box, and so we moved it to that. But I checked all the M boxes, and I didn't see it. Here's Dark Energy. And... oh! Arc Gwyn. Doop. I'm like looking around as if a magical extra M box is going to appear, you know? Mr. Diecast. If only I could remember everything I ever did. Be so easy. Okay, die cast. He says, I do have a small bag. So if you had a small bag, you would be right here. And here you are. All right. So easy. There you go, Mr. Diecast. What is these? We got like these empty bags here. Throw these away. I'm just looking around again. So weird, man. So Matt Colley, you've got another bag. Is it the case I made 2 bags for you then? Gustavo Ortiz, 3-star berth. You got it, Gustavo. All right, Gustavo. 2 fusion strikes. Here they are. And $2 to charity. Yay! All right, the charity card will be at $958. Ow, what the heck? Something on the table scratched me. Matt Collie Man says, I don't think you did. All right, here we are. Articuno. Am I correct to guess that you had a really large bag, Matt? Hold on, let me take one more look at this. Matt Colley, huh? Drive me nuts. Were those star berths not in that order? Let's see. Matt Colley, I might have been so distracted. You know what, Matt? I apologize. I might have been so... Then 2-star birds. All right, we got 2-star birds for Matt. Matt, I got so distracted by the fact that we couldn't find your bag. Give me a second. I'm going to look one more time. We did produce a Matt Colley bag, but it wasn't like that large bag. See, Matt, didn't you have like a large bag with like a whole bunch of like Nintendo cards and stuff in it? That's how I remember it. Paid for the judge whistle. Where'd he go? Well, we'll go looking for him in a minute. Oops. Get back up there. Max and Marcel. Colley says, thick. See, that sounds like a bag where what I would have done is maybe split it or something. So maybe there's 2 versions of the bag. So, Matt Colley, we have these. So you do have a bag here. Occasionally, a trick I use is I split the 2 bags up. Yeah, I don't know, Matt. Let me just check in here one more time, because I'm pretty sure they're not in here. Yeah, they're not in here. Yeah, it bothers me a lot. I'm sorry, Matt. We'll have to keep looking for it. I bet you we moved your large bag somewhere to protect it. And the funny thing is, now we can't find it. So, actually, you would get these 2 right here. So, technically, Mr. Matt Colley goes first. He ordered these 2-star berths. I just simply forgot about that because I was so distracted looking for his bag. Here you go. All right, Matt Colley. Cold. And... oh, it's Lucario. I bought the Ho-Oh EX PSA 10. The Ho-Oh EX. What are you talking about? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. All right, Matt. Yeah, what I noticed about this bag, Matt, is there's actually no holographic cards in it at all, which often is a sign that I've removed all of the holographics and put them somewhere. And I bet you your first edition cards went with them. Just so interesting, because I don't see them where they would be. Yeah, weird. Weird. So, going back to it, we have Mr. Gustavo, who does need 2-star berth. All right, Gustavo, this might have actually been good for you, because those 2 packs were actually cold. Here we go. Stefan says it's about 130, 150. What? Nah. All right, very good. Here goes. Cold. Cold. The Arceus is a giveaway. That's right. Ah, they're all cold anyways. I'm sorry, Gustavo. Oh, Gustavo. That's a travesty. If I purchase an unopened pack of Donkey Kong, I can ship it to you unopened if you'd like me to, okay? Here's Caterpie. Oh, Mr. Gustavo, the whole round was cold. I'm sorry, Gustavo. He says, this is my first order. Let's get you a fresh bag, Mr. Gustavo. I'm sorry. How can I win the giveaway? If you're interested in the giveaway, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then click on the link in the top of the description. Gustavo. You can buy packs via the description. Here we are. New bag. Next up, we got Uriel Siguenza, 5 King's Court. Oh, that's not King's Court. That's Brothers of Legend. Let's grab the King's Court. One, two, three, four, 5. 29 entries. That's guaranteed win. Wow. If somebody is guessing 25 times, they're going to be eliminated from the giveaway. They might even be banned from the server in order to remove those messages in a fast way, because it would be very fast to remove them by simply, passing a ban. So don't do that. Don't guess 25 times. You're only allowed 1 guess. All right, here we are. Uriel. I saw one guy earlier. He had like 10 guesses, and it's like, you can't do that, guys. It's 1 guess. Went on TikTok yesterday and Rip and Ship channels. We're having whole conversations with like 1 or 2 guys. Oh, yeah? All right, Mr. Uriel. Mr. Uriel. We got Fortune Tune. Here's Court of Cards. Here's XYZ Hyper Cannon. World Legacy Guard Dragon. And White Rose Cloister. Very good, Mr. Uriel. All right. Mr. Uriel. Oh, I hate this Mario music that's currently playing. Move that forward a little bit. All right. Sorry, Uriel. Nothing crazy coming out of there. Zach. Here we are, Uriel. That last one is pretty, I agree. Pretty silly. What are we at? We're at 1 hour. Next up, we got Brandon Galligan. What's up, Brandon? 60 toward his slab away. Oh, Mr. Brandon. Let's go look that up. We got slab away, and we're looking for Brandon. Here it is. $60, huh? Wow. Okay, that's been updated. And now we refresh. TikTok always had a cringy vibe. I really enjoyed TikTok. One guy was like, hold up, guys, and there was one person there. I was like, all right, we'll go ahead and log back in. Where, oh, where could Mr. Matt Cawley's bag have gone? Okay, it looks like there's not too many orders now, so we've caught up pretty quickly. Let's just take a quick look. Am I wrong? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. The hell? There's a ton of orders. Why do I do that? I say, oh, there's not that many orders. I think I'm like misunderstanding. Michael Spalding says 1 spot in the Gym Heroes. All right, Mr. Michael. So here we are. We got these. Oh, oh, here they are. I was going to say, where did the cards go? Here they are. Now, Jose Bustamante, we spent this. Toss that over there. Still looking for that Matt Cawley bag, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5. Shining Arceus. That's right. Michael Spalding, 1 spot. You got it, Michael. There's not any orders. Oh, there's 150. My bad. Yeah, there was a bunch of orders. I misread it. There we go. There might be a bunch of small orders. That might be it. You can usually tell by the amount that's come in, price-wise. Tyler Nix. He says 2 live custom snipes for Tyler Nix. 1, ooh, and 2. Oh, Tyler, you got number 60. Congratulations, Tyler. What's this? Is like Asian Mario music, I suppose. Doesn't sound like it's Mario at all. It sounds like a totally different game. Which is ironic because Mario's made in Asia, but it's like, it doesn't sound like Mario. There we go. That does sound like Mario, doesn't it? Oh, now wait a second. Is this right? That's not right. Here, let me make sure we got the right card here. Oh, here it is. Cool. You got this beautiful first edition Hoot Hoot. How nice. It's Hoot Hoot, first edition from Neo Genesis. How many more for the Gym Heroes break? I think it's like 4 more. Man, it was really beautiful outside, and I didn't get to spend even 1 minute outside. Kind of makes me sad. I feel all cooped up. Mr. Cheese pops in and says, 3 evolving. You got it, Cheese. That dude ordered like 12 custom yesterdays and got wrecked. You're talking about Eric Lovato. You know, he always did go deep. It's just that normally you would get some luck. He got really unlucky last night. I felt very bad. I gave him those 2 slabs for free as a result. Here's Cryogonal and Articuno. Here's Altaria. And here's Dino. Yeah, it was pretty rough to watch. That's for Mr. Cheese. Speaking of rough to watch, I'm sorry, Cheese. That was a sweep. I'm sorry, Cheese. Still wondering why I don't just see Mr. Matt Colley's bag. It really is driving me nuts because you think it would be right here. There's like, it's not easy to hide a large bag. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, next up we got Jennifer Boca. Hello, sir. New customer, no bag. I would like to open 10 Shining Fates, 10 VMAX Climax, please. I'd like to keep all the reverses, hollows, and rares. Also, any EV or Evolution cards if they appear, if that's okay. Thank you. The rares, huh? Could we skip the rares possibly? I'm just imagining the size of your bag if you're keeping the rares as well, which means every single pack is another card. Normally, we treat the rares as bulk. Let's go find those Shining Fates. As you know on this channel, you always keep the holographic cards because the holographic cards are actually, in theory, you could grade them, right? But it's like, I don't think anyone's grading the non-hollows. All right, give me a minute. Okay, I got a box of Shining Fates. Dude, it is so full in this room. And by the way, since I'm standing up, let me take this moment to stand up and take another look for that Matt Colley bag. In case it's around the corner or something. Let me just see. Let me make sure we've never shipped Matt Colley. All right. Let me make sure we've never shipped Matt Colley. I actually did overpay by 10 too, so trying to figure out what to do with it. All right, here we are. We're loading up the print history. We're looking for a Matt Colley. New collectors in 5 to 10 years are going to want Shining Fates. Oh, mister. Me. I'm all hyped up now. Now, it does say here that we shipped a bag to Matt Cawley 4 days ago and that it's in transit. So, Matt Cawley, your cards might have shipped out, man. Yeah, Matt Cawley, it says you were shipped. The label was printed on the 24th for Matt Cawley. Let me make sure we don't have two Matt Cawleys real fast. That's why I asked if you had shipped, because I was like, a little part of my brain was like, didn't we just ship Matt Cawley? Yep, the address begins with 207, so it's the same Matt Cawley. Maybe I shipped out. Maybe you didn't want me to ship your bag out, and I did. I don't know. But yeah, so that might be why we can't find it. It says here we shipped out a bag to Matt Cawley, and it is in transit right now. Okay, so I'll keep an eye out, though, for any other bags for you. But right now, it's looking like your cards are on the way. If you want, Matt, you could probably return ship the cards you wanted graded to me, and I'd probably accept them, okay? Okay, but let's get back to it. So we have this really large order from our new friend, Jennifer Boca. And she wants her rares. Jennifer, why don't I give you those rares this time? But for next time, no rares, okay? The non-holo cards are considered bulk. Now, you will note that it says in the description that we don't do bulk. You'll note that it says in the how to order cards document that we don't do bulk. It's like one of the first things I say in the document, in fact. And it can be hard to, define bulk, but here's how I define it. Any card that is under $1 in value is bulk. And so those non-holo rares fall under that definition. But I'm going to do it for you because you placed a really large order, and I appreciate that, and we're glad to have you here. We just don't want to ship bulk. We don't want bags to be super heavy. We don't want the table to be filled. Those are the reasons. All right. But yeah, you'll see it. I say it multiple times because I'm trying so hard to get away from it. And it's funny because so many people want their bulk. Sneap. The Volcanion, is that the glossy one? It is. He is from a theme deck, a starter deck, or a pre-built deck. And but they didn't notice that at PSA, probably because I didn't write it down. I probably didn't write it down that it was from a theme deck. All right, very good. What do we got? We're starting with your Shiny Star. So we've got Phalanx. Oh. Thanks for the daytime stream. I'm an East Coast boy. That's exactly who we hosted for. So this is what she's referring to. She's referring to this card right here. It's a non-holo rare. And we're just trying not to ship those because it just adds another layer of bulk to the bags. And the bags are already so large. Here's, oh, look, it's Phalanx. I mean, I've thought about going the other way and saying you don't even get your holos. But then, I don't know. The problem with doing that is I don't really believe you shouldn't get your holos. Like, look, I got a graded holo Gengar back there. So, holos are technically gradable from my point of view, so we can't do that to the holos. Here's a Rillaboom. The other small bag has the Topps cards. Okay, so you're maybe suggesting, well, let's wait for that bag to arrive, okay? You wait for your order to arrive, and let me know if it contained the cards you wanted to grade, okay? You have the cards, trust me, says Collie. Okay. Okay. So we'll keep looking, Mr. Matt. I'm not assuming anything, okay, Matt? I'm just saying there is a bag in transit. You just let me know what's in the bag when it arrives. Here's Milcery. Oh, Collie, you don't have to spam. You have my cards. I see it, man. All right, here we are. How are you, mister? What's up, Bobby? Yeah, I'm not assuming anything, Collie. I'm just saying when it arrives, check and double check, because sometimes when I ship, even if you leave a note that says only ship this, I might have just grabbed the whole bag, But again, I'm not assuming anything. Not assuming anything. I don't think he's sort the bulk out. It'd probably be better just to get the whole junk box for the day. Here we go. There's me thinking you were streaming for us British people. You guys too, of course. All right, Jennifer, there you go. Now, you also have an order of 10 VMAX Climax. All right. Oh, did I not grab the EVs? Give me a second. Were there EVs? I don't even remember. Oh, there were some EVs. Okay, give me a minute. All right, EV. All right, so yeah, I mean that is a lot though. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up, Mr. or Miss Jennifer. 10 VMAX Climax. Is it the top cards he once graded? Oh, no, I don't think so. He said first edition. Let's see. He said first edition Squirtle and War Turtle. Oh, he says, please grade the Squirtle and War Turtle Express. Not first edition, I'm sorry. He just says grade Squirtle and War Turtle. I see. All right, cool. So back to Jennifer. Bulk. Ree! Yeah, I know. I'm reeing over here. I really am. I pulled a FA Galler Friends last night. I'm anxious to see what I got. Jennifer happened to place a rather large order, so I'm just kind of letting it go through. All right, what do we got here? Mister, you find that bike yet? eBay announced its mandatory card authentication. I saw that the other night. Saw that the other day. The first bag was completely different orders. I got you to ship that back. Maybe give me some more details about the Blastoise. I'm sorry, give me more details about the Squirtle and the War Turtle. What set are you talking about? Okay, we've got Gardevoir, Pikachu, Jolteon. Remember those massive bulk boxes you had in the old house? I remember I had a whole bulk pile. I remember how I do this. We put this here like that. Look in the Topps pack in his bag, mister. Oh, are they Topps cards? That's what you guys are talking about. I get it now. So you're right. I probably would have placed them. If you're talking about Topps cards, they would have gone back into the actual pack probably. All that searching, and there was just a simple misunderstanding about what the cards were. Oh, Kali says the Topps cards are what you're looking for. Oh my God. All right, sounds like they were here all along probably. Let's go back to that Topps pack. You had me, man. I apologize. I think I'm just used to people saying, oh, Topps this, Topps that. What's this? Oh, it's the guy with the red hair. Wow. You got the Gaifu. Congratulations. So the cards are already over here, and we just need to put them into sleeves. Oh, no! Our Pokies! Here's Snorlax. He's nice. Fat Pikachu. Don't spam like earlier. He's okay. He's probably just feeling some frustration. It's my own fault for not, well, I mean, obviously I didn't understand what was going on. I wouldn't have thought to look in the Topps pack. You know why I wouldn't have thought to look there is because cards I leave in the pack, I'm not considering them like hits, basically. So the Topps pack with the cards inside would have been considered sort of like, the ones that I don't expect to be graded. There we go. What do you think about the eBay mandate? I think that it will make eBay a little more expensive to sell on. Hopefully not a lot more expensive, but yeah, they'll take a chunk of they'll take a chunk of what you would have earned. All right. Pretty bad, huh? Most of the bag is just bulk over here. Oh no! Our eBay sales, they're really expensive. Mister, would you grade this translucent Assassin Stars? It's Gregory. Of course I would. Yeah, I'd love to. So yeah, these are the actual hits. See how much room they actually take up on the table? Very little room. This is why every day I stray further from God when it comes to the bulk. Now look at the size of her bag, what it's actually going to be. It's a lot, man. Those VMAX Climax, they really add a lot of bulk to every bag. But Miss Jennifer, I appreciate the large order. Let's get your name on it. Bulk really makes me every day. Thank you for being lenient. No problem. So, Jennifer, let's see, where can we place you? It looks like there is a little bit of room in the JE box. Into the JE box you go. Okay, Matt, sounds like your cards never were missing. There was just a misunderstanding. Here we are. I did not know that the Squirtle and War Turtle were Topps cards. Ah, here they are. All right. You've got it, Matt. They were there all along. It was the friendships along the way. Scammers are the ones to blame for the policy change. Yeah, it's pretty sad, actually. It's just another case where bad people make the world a less good place to live in. Literally just that. You know what I mean? Like, here's a great idea. If nobody did crime, you wouldn't need cops. And so if you didn't need cops, you wouldn't need to pay cops. And so your society would just immediately be cheaper. Because you got this whole job that only exists because people do bad things. And it's the same way with counterfeiting. If nobody counterfeited, you wouldn't need to authenticate. And if you didn't need to authenticate, you wouldn't need to spend money on authentication. So you could spend more money on the cards themselves. So, yeah, it's pretty sad. I really think that humans are pretty close to animals. We're just monkeys with slightly bigger brains. Just as violent, just as terrible. And, you know, being well-mannered is civilization, you know what I mean? Jennifer Boca. If you really believe in evolution and all that stuff, you have to believe that it's still in play, it's still ongoing. And humans should really aim to make ourselves a better species. There we go. Natural selection and all that. Wait, why did I write Jennifer down? Oh my God, because we had Jennifer's name highlighted on the screen because we were working on Jennifer's order. Oh my dear Lord. That's me running on autopilot, as I often do when it comes to picking out names. We'll write Matt down. There you go, Matt. I do that all the time, don't I? All right. Here we go. Jennifer, if your last name had an F rather than a K, your name would have been Jennifer Bofa. All right, here we are. Mister, for RC's giveaway, what are the numbers we are supposed to guess for? You're allowed to have one guess between 1 and 1,000. There's a rules channel right above the giveaway channel, so just click on that and read the rules. Mr. Matt, thank you for your epic patience, Matt. Sorry about the confusion. I was confused. Okay, cool. Now we got PK Exotics. 5 Crystal Abyss for PK Exotics. Anything for you, mister. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! Oh, we can get rid of this now. We're at 83 minutes. I think I better call no more orders. Okay, guys? No more orders now. We're wrapping up. The daytime stream is a short stream. We're just doing 2 hours, right? You're one of the few who've not botched it. I wonder if you'd manage my married name as easily. Eustacio? I can't say it. Eustathios. There you go. I don't know. Here's Furion Legendary. Is it like Eustathios? It's like tricking my tongue. Here's a Frida. Mister, Russia's gonna invade. Oh no! I would hate that. Let's see. Russia can invade my heart any time of the day. I'll order the next stream, mister. Sounds good, Jack. Here's Furion again. Realm. Here's Gogo. And Snow. Oh no, our provinces. Boop. Big loophole in eBay mandate. Sell in lots. What? Here's Ifita. The mandates. Everyone loves a good mandate. doesn't love a good mandate? I love them. Peter, P and K. But actually, you know, when it comes to eBay, I really get it. I really get why they're wanting that. Why they're wanting to force people to authenticate. They're not doing it for every card, is what I understand, right? They're doing it only for the really expensive cards. Is that right? And they don't want counterfeiters. Jared Senovic, 1 in the pack break. You got it, Jared. They don't want counterfeiters to come onto eBay and make a killing selling fake cards. There we go. And that's not a bad thing. It's unfortunate and it's expensive. It's an unfortunate thing. All right, Mr. Finn, 1 poker card. Ah, yes. You know, when you go after the poker card, you always get a hit. So you pull, oh, Quilava. Very nice. There's no cloud card in Crystal Dominion. No! There's a pretty cool lightning card, though. Do I have to change my name to Jennifer now? You do, actually. Only single cards are mandated. Yeah, but you know, when it comes to really expensive cards, typically you don't sell 2 of them at the same time. You sell 1. So, still effective as a mandate. Here's Professor Rowan and Cold. Can you mandate me? I'm about to mandate you. All at the same time. All right, Finn. Oh. If they really want to stop counterfeiters, should do that with boxes too. Yeah, although, how do you, it's probably trickier with boxes, right? Also, what do you do if the item arrives and then you go, the buyer, you know, let's say it's already been authenticated by CGC when it arrives, and then it is counterfeit, like CGC messes up. Well, I guess you, the consumer, you're just totally screwed because eBay will not accept that. eBay will be like, nope, they authenticated it. So that's no good. Next up, we got Ronaldo Salazar, Gym Heroes Japanese pack break. All right. Did I miss my poker card? Who? I want the Cloud and Tifa from Crystal Abyss. Jamie Leonard McGinley needs 2 live customs. What's up, my Pokepeeper? Not to be annoying, but what's the song playing? 1. It's Mario music. I don't know the exact title. Ooh. Sorry, Mr. Jamie. Those are 2 cold ones. Boxer packs are not mandated. Yeah, that's too bad, actually. You know, I'd like to have a way to know when I'm ordering a really expensive box to know that it's authentic. They should require all G.I. Joe cards to be authenticated. That's right. Josh Burnell, TCC, grade my star birth, Roseanne's backup. You got it, Josh. Roseanne's backup, is that the name of it? I think the grading company's made a deal with eBay. One hand washes the other. Joshua Burnell. Yeah, I don't know. I think that eBay will have to raise their fees to afford it, though. Clara. Agatha. What are you talking about? Is it this one? That's called Roseanne's backup? I didn't know that. So no more raw cards on eBay. I think that CGC also declares the cards grade, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure they do. So if you take a card and you sell it as mint, but it's actually sort of like a damaged card, CGC is going to be like, no, not actually mint. All right, you got it, Josh. They say no charge now, but reserve the rights to make you pay. Got it. Maybe part of the reason why there's no charge now is because perhaps eBay was already losing a lot of money to claims that they got a fake card. You know what I mean? eBay loses that sales fee when you get a card that sells and then has to be returned. Sergio Espinosa says, hey, mister, can I have a slot in the pack break? Missed out on the last one. Yeah. And 3 poker cards for Sergio Espinosa. All right. Now, actually, we need to check and see which Sergio you are. Give me a minute. Okay, you're L12. If you think about it, counterfeiters probably already have been making tons of money sending in fake cards to eBay. It is a good thing. I agree with it. I think it's a good thing, guys. I know there's some cynicism about it, but it makes a lot of sense. I would make the same recommendation in Pokestan Marketplace. If you're going to buy a card, buy one already graded. Because when you go out and you buy like a $600 raw card, you don't know if it's been manipulated, okay? Because one of the things people will try to do is they'll try to ink up the edges and corners in order to make it look more like a mint card, or it could just be fake overall. So I think that inking up the edge of the card is probably big business, because when you receive it, the card really is authentic. So you go, okay, that was an authentic sale. And then by the time you've sent it to grade and it comes back, you've ran out of time to maybe like dispute it because it's fake. Here's Cleffa, Rhyhorn, and Sandshrew, all for Mr. Sergio. It's a good thing. It is. I'm convinced. It's a smart move by eBay. It's unfortunate that counterfeiters exist, but this is really necessary for expensive items. You just bought the Arceus slab. Luke Robson says, another 5 Evolving Skies. You got it. It makes sense. It does. So I'm guessing it's going to go like this. CGC for auth, seller, buyer. But does it stay there? It is sold. See a lot of fake GX cards. The rainbow effect looks way off. Oh, yeah. You know, you got Chinese counterfeiters all day long sending out that fake product to make money off of it. And counterfeiters are probably making a lot of money off of that right now, and it's not right. They don't own the intellectual rights to the property, and they also hurt the people who thought that they were buying authentic product who ended up buying fake product. So it's not right, man. And there's too much of a financial incentive to make those counterfeits right now. It's just not right. Here's Garbodor hurting a lot of people. Okay, and Espeon V. Very nice. They ought to start authenticating sealed product too. And I know that's hard to do, but I've actually purchased a couple boxes of fake product on accident. Well, obviously I was fooled. And when it arrived, I could tell right away it was fake. So, you know, if, let's say you wanted to buy a box of Evolving Skies and you bought it and it had to go to CGC to be confirmed to be an authentic box, might not be a bad thing. Because there's certain things you can look for right away, like the crimping on the packs on the inside, how they were put into the box, and even the text on the box and the amount that the box weighs all reveal if it's fake. Luke Robson. All right, Luke, let's find you back. But yeah, you know, the only time I've been fooled when it comes to buying fake Chinese counterfeit cards is when the seller actually seems very legit as a seller, which they can get away with doing that, I believe, by buying someone else's eBay account. So you can actually find a way to buy an eBay account that already has a lot of good feedback. And then so they buy that, and then they post the fake product to the listing. And then the listing does not show the real picture of the product. It's more like a generic picture, and it's a picture of the authentic product. So you really look like you're buying from, you know, a competent and trustworthy seller. Then it really looks like you're buying the authentic product because the pictures are the generic pictures from, like, you know, the retail. And then they price it the same price as everyone else's, but only slightly cheaper. That's another trick that has got me. When it's basically the price it should be, that gets me. Usually the Chinese counterfeit product is like half off, and you're like, that's fake. But, you know, when it's the correct price, you go, oh, that must be real. So that's gotten me before. 2 double diamonds. You got it, man. 2 double diamonds for Arturo Perez. What's up, Arturo? It's a good thing that they're authenticating the cards. Any Heracross slabs? I might have a Heracross slab somewhere, but not on the table. Here's Red Reamer and Gabumon. Just sold my TCC 9 Blaziken for 200 euros. Really? That's pretty cool, man. All right, here's Gabumon. How can you tell what's reasonable price when there's multiple platforms to sell across? Yeah, that could be tricky, but I would say eBay is typically a good place to check prices. But actually, you know, PSA shows you a way to look up recently sold prices too. The only problem is PSA really doesn't gather from every website, so eh. All right, here we are. Really, the correct price is whatever a seller and buyer agree to, though, okay? Never forget that. Larry Ellis says Pikachu and Zekrom. You got it, Larry. The correct price is whatever a buyer and seller agree to. Jesse Navarro. Hey, Mr. 2 VMAX Climax. Well, you sent enough for one. Oh, you say you got a $15 store credit. You got it, man. Jesse Navarro, huh? Oh, here it is. Yeah, you're right. Sweet. Good luck on your pulls. Thank you. And always remember, ride on D's. Slugma Pokeballs. Boop. Ride on these Pokeballs and Slugma Biggest Diglett. All right, we got Articuno. Wow, this music's terrible. And, oh my God. Picking up Golden Duraludon. Very beautiful, man. Congratulations. What a snipe. Oh no, is it off center? I actually can't tell. Yeah, it's a little off center. No, not really. Okay, what's going on is there's gold here from the Duraludon that makes the left side look thicker. When you look at this point, it actually looks correct. Yeah, this isn't off center. Nice pull, man. Big snipe. All right, that's some big peepee snipes right there. Did you end up finding Matt's bag? It was never missing. There was a misunderstanding. He needed cards that were inside of his Topps pack, and I just wasn't opening up the Topps pack. I wasn't checking his Topps pack. So it was there the whole time. I'm just a big doof. Jesse Navarro. Yeah, what would have helped us figure out the Matt situation very quickly is if he had said they're Topps cards. I would have been like, oh, you got a Topps pack in the back. But when it comes to Topps packs, I have this behavior where I take the best cards out and I sleeve them. And I didn't do that with his 2 cards that he wanted graded, so I was just overlooking that pack. It's Hyun Kim! What's up, man? It's time for the customs again. Oh my God. Hyun Kim, do I understand you're looking to open up 5 lives? I think you are, because that's what you were typically ordering in the past. And you sent enough for 5, right? That's a big order, man. We're not seeing Alex here with the dirty pokey joke. Mister, I know you called no orders, but I'm going to order some smoochies and spankies. When I call no more orders, you guys are always able to still purchase a slab or, yeah, that would be the main thing. All right, here goes, Henry. We got 1. Oh, all you needed was 1. 230, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Oh, no, you way swept past it. You only needed 1 that time. That's how it goes sometimes. Oh, well. So, you are going to pull a PSA 10 card, I believe. But it might not be the one you're looking for. Let's see. I wish you had pulled it on one spot. He says, not again. You've got Unbroken Bonds, Electromagnetic Radar, Ultra Rare. It's a pretty golden card, but I'm afraid you swept past it by too much. All right. Okay, well, you still got something, though. Whew. So hard to win at those live customs, isn't it? Because even when you go deep like that, not only do you run a risk that you pull 5 cold ones, you also run a risk that you shoot past the pull as well. Dylan Blake. I said I needed to take a break from buying cards. Technically, I said Pokemon cards. So, 10 Digimon Classics. Oh my God. Well, here's a bonus, Mr. Dylan Blake. And I believe I just got a whole case of these Digimon Classic in the mail today. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I got a whole case of these. I'm going to go grab that case, all right? Give me a minute. We love whole case. Well, let me just make sure we don't have another viable box right here. Oh, we got another box right here. I don't need to open the case yet. My bad. My B. Bought a TCC9 Light Vaporeon off of eBay today. How much did that end up going for? Was that like 38 bucks or something? Hope you're doing good. Been loving the content. Might have to buy some card savers. Sounds good, William. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It went for 48 bucks. Oh, nice, cool. And I'm assuming maybe like $5 shipping, which means that the buyer was willing to pay probably like 53, right? How's the box break coming along? How is the box break coming along? Oh, right, we have an Unbroken Bonds box break, guys. It's halfway sold out. Let's get that done. Do the, no, Mom, they're not Pokies. Mom, I didn't want Pokies. I wanted Digimons. You can do it the other way around. No, Mom, I don't want Digimons. These aren't even real Pokies. Now, Timmy, your father bought you these Digimons for your birthday. They're basically the same thing. Here's Vmon and Magna Angemon. Still the same Gym Heroes from last night going. Yes, sir. We had a lot of these Gym Hero packs. Really, they're a great pack to open because if you didn't know this, one of the best cards to grade from the Japanese era Pokemon cards is Misty's Tears. She's a card that goes for like $600 and she's not even a rare. She's a common, which means that you can pull her out of the pack and still get a holo card that grades for like, you know, it's worth like $300, $400. So it's a really fantastic pack. That's why I targeted so many of these Gym Hero packs. But there's other great pulls in that set, you know. There's a lot of great pulls other than the Misty. Like, pretty sure Misty's Gyarados is in there too, right? Really fancy. Rocket Scyther. Wait, is Misty's Gyarados Gym 2? I can't remember. I know Gym 2 is Giovanni's Gyarados. And, oh man, nothing crazy in this round, Mr. Dylan Blake. Thanks for jumping back, Mr. Dylan. Dylan, let me get you a bonus though, okay? All right, Dylan Blake. I perceived that round as being a little on the chilly side. We're going to get you 2 promo packs for free. Let's get you those promo packs. Now, Dylan, you should be careful. I know you were worried about how much you were opening. Yeah, Dylan, when I got back into collecting, I would just clear my account out every day. I mean, that's just how it was. That's how addicting Pokemon cards are and just cards in general. You got Gabumon. All right, very nice. Those are the free ones. And yeah, but these are my thoughts on it. If you're that addicted to the cards, the good news, so is everyone else probably, especially the really heavy collectors like me. And it's a strong sign for collectibles. Ooh. Just be sure that you have a plan to sell them, okay? You can always join Pokestan Marketplace and consider being a vendor, but you know, learning how to operate eBay is important. Learning how to spread out to other channels too, like Mercari is another major platform I think right now. I want to see a challenger to eBay really rise up, like a really good eBay challenger, and we'll always have our little selling community too. So Dylan Blake, new bag? I'm gonna get you a new bag because I think you need a new one, don't you? You need a new bag with both of these in it. We need a shirt that says both of these. Dylan Blake. I posted how much it went for in the Discord. Oh, cool, man. All right, and that was only a 9, right? That card graded mint, didn't grade gem mint. I wonder what it would have gone for as a gem mint. Wonder if it would have reached like 70 or 80 bucks. Next up, we got Dungley. Is it Dungley? Might be Dungley. I think it's Dungley. All right, Dungley. Here we are. The Judge Whistle, which is surprisingly cheap. 42 bucks for an ultra rare from Team Up seems like ridiculously low. Both of these what, mister? Both of these Pokeballs. I'm fluent in Slugmandese. Next up, we got Stephen Chang. He says, can I pay off my Houndoom? Yes, sir. And then slab away the Ho-Oh. Okay, let's do that. Okay, Houndoom is now paid off. And we're going to say Ho-Oh. Let's find that Ho-Oh real fast. What pile was he in? Wasn't he like 190? I can't remember. Stonk Journer's in here. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Was he really in the last pile? Oh, where'd he go? Weird. He's not there. Do you remember what we did with him? Did we put him like away or something? Oh, I remember. We did put him away. We put him in a box to the side. Can't remember why we did this even. I think it was just to make room for new slabs. Here it is. Beautiful Ho-Oh 10 from Breakpoint. Nobody sniped it. I took it off the table to make room for more slabs without them like coming too close to the phone, right? To the camera. So write your name on the back, Stefan. All yours. Now the other thing we need to do is update this to say 190. And we need to go locate your wonderful Houndoom. Let me make sure it's not right here first. Okay, so it is not right here. All right, let me check over here now. All right, down in there. Must be in one of these. What is this music? Is this really Mario music? Ah, I found it. All right. We're going to get you a fresh sleeve. This one. Well, actually, I don't think we need a fresh sleeve. We just need to flip this card around in it. Tell me this isn't Mario music. This is Mario music? Man, we need to make a Mario playlist, I think. Here we are. A beautiful Team Rocket Returns Dark Houndoom. You're really going to like this card when it arrives. There we go. Dylan says, I forgot to say I need a new bag. All right, we'll log back in. And Weedle. PSA 9 Weedle. That Beedrill's pretty cool, though, isn't it? Look at that Beedrill. So that's Reverse Hollow 10 Beedrill from Evolutions. Why does the RCS say free? Because he's being given away. If you want to join that giveaway, be sure to click the link at the top of the description. How much for that Weedle, though? Good question. You know, I'm actually going to look up the Weedle. I'm curious what a PSA 9 Reverse Hollow Evolutions Weedle goes for. Okay, there is the Shining Legends Reverse Hollow Fire Energy. Really sad this didn't make a 10, by the way. I would have really wanted that to be 10. That card probably would have sold for like $100 if it had. I mean, it's just such a nice card. So hard to pull, too. So difficult to pull that. I mean, you have to pull a Reverse Hollow Energy out of the rare slot in a Shining Legends, or out of the Reverse Hollow slot. Is it in the rare slot or the reverse hollow slot? I don't remember. And then on top of that, it has to be a fire energy. And then on top of that, because, you know, there's all those other energy types. On top of that, it has to also be a 10. So the odds of getting a 10 fire energy from Shining Legends is so low. Really hard to get that card. And it looks so clean, too, doesn't it? Look how neat that looks. So, yeah, I was disappointed that came back 9. All right. Do you have any first edition Diglets for sale? Not at the moment. All right, here we go. Let's look these up real fast. I am curious about that wheel, huh? Are there no reverse hollow Weedles at all? Oh, there's no matches found. Let's check completed, maybe? Looks like he last went for $25. Wow. And that was an auction, by the way. So that's not buy it now. That was auction, $25. So maybe people want a Weedle. I don't know. It's kind of funny, isn't it? He's a cute character. I can almost guarantee you there's going to be none of these fire energies. So let's just look up energy. So there is a PSA 9 Leaf energy for like $50, which is a lot, in my opinion. Anyone great at fire? There are no information on sold fire energies. I will actually do, I think that 35 is a very fair price for this. Because, you know, you got to think about the price of a Shining Legends pack. They're really expensive, actually. So I'm only selling it for a few dollars if you subtract the cost of grading, really. Well, and I don't know what the cost of grading will be one day. I'm just making guesses. It's a nice looking card anyways. So Wigglytuff is going to be a cheap $20. Okay, and then Dooby 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 dooby. I think we're going to add this Charizard to the large, actually. So he's going into the large. Let me show off the large once more now that he's in it. Okay, so in the large, we have this Charizard 10, Squirtle Deck Fighter Energy, Charizard Brexin 10. Ooh, that's really cool. That's a full art. Poliwrath 10, Shadowless Poliwrath 9, Galarian Moltres 10. Wow, that's cool. And then the chase card is this secret rare Pikachu chase card from Black and White. He's valued at about $760. So this is the main pull in the large. This is also a pretty expensive card. It might be the second most expensive. We got the Poliwrath, and I had 2 of these. I didn't need 2 of them. Poliwrath, Charizard Brexin, Charizard 10 from Hidden Fates tins, and this Fighter Energy. Okay, so we added another card to the large. I said I was going to do that. Remember that? When we were putting the large together, I said I'd add one more card. There we go. All right, that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tell you what, since we're going to do that, we might as well add this Weedle too, right? All right, Weedle's being tossed in with it for fun. A Weedle's not worth $100, obviously, but you know what's a lot better than pulling a cold hollow card out of your large pack? Pulling a cute little Weedle. So Weedle's going to be a cold pull, but he's a nicer cold pull, right? So there we go. Oops, the large is a bit larger. Okay, cool. Now we're refreshing and seeing what's left in the line. The screen went weird. Anyone else see the screen just melt weirdly? The hell in the ghost tower was that? It's the spooky ghost. Look at Gengar. He probably tried to use confusion on you. Okay, so next we have... Here's Dylan Blake. Eric Lovato, who says, live custom, live custom. You got it, Mr. Eric Lovato. Here goes. Victini and... Oh, Centiskorch. Mr. Eric, still trying to get that snipe. That very addictive snipe. Let's see. Those were 2 cold ones, I'm afraid. Sure Gengar didn't use a lick? Now, remember, guys, I called no more orders. What that means is you can't order a live custom, even though it seems like, oh, maybe there's a hit coming up. I know that, but we all have to follow the same rules. If I call no more live customs, and then people who are nice stop ordering them, and then people trying to snipe keep ordering them, well, the people trying to snipe get to kind of cheat. They don't get any competition, you know? So we have to, Eric had already ordered before that point. We have to stop accepting them at this point. So anyways, next up we have Sam and Janelle sent me $18. I don't know why. And Cheese also sent me $18. Maybe this will explain it. 3 more evolving. Oh, no, it doesn't explain it. So Sam and Janelle sent me 18. Can we order for the night stream? Yes. Sam, Janelle. Stop in the name of love. Sam and Janelle might have ordered the same thing. We are actually going to pass over them to go to Cheese unless they can answer me real fast what that 18 was for. Blood work is the only way. What? All right, so if Sam and Janelle don't speak soon, I'm going to... Oh, Wigglytuff sold. You got it. Move that off the table. All right, we're going to go ahead and open Cheese. You ready, Cheese? So, Cheese, this could be unlucky or lucky for you. We don't know what's coming up next. All we know is that Sam and Janelle had no note. So, the next round goes to you. Pyroar with Trevenant. Wow, you got Trevenant, Cheese. You also pull Drowsy and Hypno. All right. Just a Trevenant. Now, if Sam and Janelle decide they need Evolving Skies, we'll pull them from a fresh box because I think that's only fair. Because we can't have that where, you know, you leave a no note and then you keep a close eye on where the box is and then, you know what I mean? So, Mr. Cheese, let me toss this into your bag, this Trevenant. Sorry, Cheese. Cheese, I wish you would pull, like, Rayquaza VMAX. Mister, your voice is like audible chocolate. Try voice acting. Voice acting? Maybe when I retire, I'll do audiobooks. Okay, Eric Lovato actually had a 3rd live custom. That's pretty amazing, Eric. Holy cow, man. No, it is still cold, Eric. Woo! Loving the cold ones. Next up, we have Mr. Dungley. He says, Raichu Blackstar. Here we are. Cheese goes Tirage. This is for Mr. There we go. Adam Steele. I got a bag. 2 of your Star Birth. 2 Shining Fates. 2 Shining Fates. 3 Evolving Skies. 3 Evolving Skies. And $8 to the Charity Bird. All right. It's the Charity Chicken. Wow. Very generous, man. All right, let's see what happens. Now, wait a second. That's Hidden Fates. Oh, those are a lot more expensive. That Arceus says free. I'll take it, Cardconomist. Sold. I think Cheese might be a Russian bot. I knew it. Fact checkers have discovered that this is true. You guys want me to take a break from grading Nogala's order and get some of these express orders taken care of? Mister, I opened a Leafeon V-Star box and didn't even get a holo. Here's Bibarel. Cold. You think they'll reprint Hidden Fates? They might be done. Yeah, they might be done. They've reprinted it a crazy number of times, but ultimately it's up to them. We don't choose. They get to decide when they're done grading or printing it. If you're going to collect Hidden Fates, I recommend only Black Label or Perfect 10, okay? Because there's just too much of it. And then even then, I wouldn't start collecting that right away. Wait for it all to be regraded to check for the Perfect 10, you know, because Probably a lot of PSA 10s can turn into perfect 10s if they were only cross-checked. You know what I mean? Not all of them, but maybe like, who knows, like 3%. And that's not a lot. 3% is not a lot. But let's say you regraded all of the Hidden Fates grades, you cross-graded them, and then you pulled out another 3%. That'll affect the population on the black labels by so much. Okay, Adam Steele. Got a bag, says Adam. Let's go looking for it, Adam. You should grade the non-express ones first. What? I think that would upset the express guys. They'd be like, wait a second. Alexander, Adam Steele. I just don't understand why there's so much demand for the express. It's kind of wild. I feel impressed by it. I feel like we need to get a guy hired now, ASAP. Next up, we got Brittany Cunningham, 2-star berth, $1 for charity. I have a bag. I also ordered 4-star berth 2 nights ago when you started the giveaway and never seen it done that night. Okay. Well, Miss Brittany, you're saying it was 2 nights ago. Brittany, I can't keep track of whether or not I opened something from 2 nights ago. That has to be your responsibility. Here we go. Let's see. Let's grab your bag. Because I'm not going to remember every single order. Let's see. Brittany, where did we move Brittany? Did Brittany go in the up top box over here? I think she did. Now, Brittany, it's true, though. It's really hard to find orders sometimes in a live stream because there's such a dense number of orders done every night. But I'll go ahead and show you your bag, okay? So we got some tentacruels. You said you ordered 4-star berth. Yeah, so the problem is I can't just look through your bag and confirm whether we opened it or not because, you might have pulled nothing out of those. So there's just no way to know. But you got a Charizard back here, I suppose. Yeah, you got a Charizard back there. So you've had star berth opened. Mister, you're live. I was working. What's up, James O? James, we are shutting the daytime stream down very soon. It's already 6 o'clock, so we're all done. We're done taking orders. We'll be back on late tonight like we always are. I hope you guys will join me then. But we got a few more orders to go through. Hey, Mr. RCS released today. Did you buy it? I have not purchased it. I saw the gameplay, and I definitely am not impressed with the gameplay right now. So I'm just kind of watching other people play going, I don't know, it looks kind of dumb. I was worried about that. Every time I saw a trailer, I'm like, this looks like an unfinished game. Every time I saw a trailer, I was like, will you just catch Pokemon? I was like, what you already do in a Pokemon game? Everyone was like, they're finally shaking up the experience. They're finally innovating Pokemon. What's the innovation? I don't know what the innovation is. Like, you can walk around your Pokemon while they battle. The animations still look like crap. Let me think about it. What did I see that shocked me? The innovation. You throw Pokeballs at Pokemon now, so you kind of aim when you throw Pokeballs. And also, you have a dodge button because the Pokemon in the overworld can attack you. That's kind of cool. That's about it. And it's not like there's not already a ton of games that give you that experience, but probably a lot better, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe it's a good starting point for them to develop Arceus into a fun game, but it looked kind of boring. Yeah, those are my thoughts. You guys can disagree. Just to make sure, did you write I gave a regular card grade somewhere? What's up, Sergio? What do you mean by that? You mean like on your bag or something? Like this? 1 TCC? It's because the Switch is underpowered. No, that's not true. Because if you watch Zelda, which was developed 5 years ago, Zelda looks more vibrant. It looks like there's more activities to do in the overworld. It feels actually like I would say it probably has more of a open sandbox feeling anyways. Whereas from what I can see with Pokemon, it looks like it's sectioned off into maps and you can't really go too far. There's not much to do. The Pokemon, clearly the artwork is inferior to Zelda when it comes to sort of like just feeling lifelike. The facial animations are totally dead. They're like creepy almost. If you ever watch, they're actually pretty creepy. And yeah, it just looks pretty bad actually. Is it me or I'm the only one not liking the new Pokemon game? I haven't played it, but I'm watching it and I don't like it at all. It looks terrible. Oh, by the way, we never priced that Beedrill. Not good. It is not good that Pokemon's releasing these games that do not look good. They did that with Sword and Shield. They are doing it again, in my opinion, with this new game, and it does not impress. Oh. Very cool. Hey, that's not bad. 74 on the Beedrill is not bad. Brian Van Veld. Please ship my slabs. International, I don't have a bag. I have a lot of slabs. That's why I'm sending the 32. All right, you got it, Brian. Let's get that label made. We're doing an international label for Mr. Brian. They need 4K graphics cards. Well, here's the deal. If they had made the graphics much better for the Pokemon game that just came out, that would help it, sure. But is that it? I mean, the gameplay is also a problem. Like, what are you doing in the game? Now, instead of capturing the Pokemon the way you did before, you toss a Pokeball at their head. It's like, okay. I get over that it's sort of like novelty very quickly. It's not that novel. You throw a Pokeball at his head. It's like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, you get over that pretty fast. All right, Mr. Brian, let me try and figure this out. I'll try to figure your address out. Your address is very different from a U.S. address in its format. Let's see. Wait, have we shipped you before? Let me check and see if we've shipped you before first. I didn't even think to check for that. Oh, we've shipped you before. Yay! Now, wait a second. Let me double check the address too, because... okay. So, but the address you have here is very different from the address we normally use, Brian. So, did you, Mr. Brian Van Veld, did you move? I'm going to hold back shipping this until I can confirm that the address I have saved is correct, okay? We've got the Stuttgart address. All right, cool. So that's neat. $145 in chat with 140 likes. Well, I think people start to head out when we call no more orders. They start to go, all right, it's getting closer to the end. So let's see. In Arceus, they can explain all Pokemon can actually shrink on their own, and that's how they fit in the Pokeball. What? That's stupid. Is that really their explanation? That makes no sense. But does that make like all Pokemon basically like fairies or something? Or shapeshifters? The frick? They can shrink. There is a rule for that. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with that explanation either. Dude, that's dumb as hell. They should have just been like, you know, I bet that's the reason they had to explain it that way, in my opinion, is because line shout out, what's up, Epic Gamer? They had to explain it that way because they can't say that it's technology because they didn't have technology in that time period for Arceus. You know what they should have just done for Arceus? They should have made it so that your Pokemon follows you, and that's strictly it. No Pokeballs at all. Maybe like a net, you know, to actually make it feel like it's really, really lacking technology. Which also another thing that doesn't make sense. What the hell with having a cell phone? I saw that there's a cell phone, and I'm like, well, that just destroys it all. What's the point of saying it takes place in the past if you have a cell phone? That's dumb as F. Marcel Tourist, one poker card. You got it, Marcel. Oh! It's Hitmonchan! Somebody was trying to pull a Hitmonchan. Here we go. Jalo Water Polo says, why is shipping so expensive? That's on purpose. It's $8 to discourage people from ordering it every time they open a pack. Some people were doing that. They would order like 4 packs and then immediately order shipping. And then they'd open another 4 packs and immediately order shipping. So we're trying to get people to do combined shipping. All right, so Marcel Torres. So the good news is if you got a really large, heavy bag, you don't pay any more than $8. And a lot of people are surprised by that, actually. I'll get guys from America, they'll be like, how much to ship? And I'll be like, $8. And they're like, really? Only $8? I'll be like, yep. So, it's a flat rate, and it's there to make shipping cheaper for people who have a lot of stuff, but more expensive for people who want to ship like every 2 booster packs, right? Mr. The line shout out. Yes, I was just getting ready to do that. So we're going to shout out the remaining line. But remember, guys, we're all done taking orders. We just finished Marcel, who picked up that lovely Hitmonchan. Was Marcel the guy who was going after the Hitmonchan? I don't remember. So next out, we'd have Juan Cita, Big T Exotic, Vahan Gavandian, Samantha Rodriguez, Stephen Tripp, Jarrett Michaels Radcliffe, Eric Lovato, Michael Hoven, and Braden Siska. All right, and that's the end of the orders, right? So let's see. Juan Cerda says 5 Fusion Strike. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's no more orders after that. 25 towards my Alakazam Slab away. You got it. But yeah, so I noticed there's a cell phone. Your character actually has a cell phone in Pokemon Arceus. And all I could think is they just really couldn't help themselves. I noticed that reminded me of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So once again, it's sort of like they're just ripping off the style of Breath of the Wild. And it was really dumb. I don't know. It was so annoying. Find another way, Why have your character go into the past where it looks like it's a really long time ago, but he's carrying around some sort of cell phone? It's ridiculous. That's terrible design choice. I think it's because the main characters are from the present. Yeah, that's weird too. We're doing this whole time travel thing and he's got a cell phone, but it works. It's really weird. It would have been way cooler, in my opinion, if there was no cell phone. You know what I mean? Have people have whatever Dialga can contact, or not Dialga, Arceus can contact you telepathically or something. I don't know. Mr. Juan, let's grab your bag. Your thoughts on anything we can do about all these cops getting shot and killed? Yeah, vote out all of your leaders. All the leaders that were anti-cop and we're gonna shut everything down and we're gonna take the cops and they're the bad guys. The good guys are the criminals. Your leaders set the tone for your place that you live. And when we hate on the cops this much, there's consequences, and the consequences is that people feel like they're the good guys for shooting a cop. So there's the consequences of the way that we talk about them. Big T Exotic says 1 spot in the Unbroken Bonds. Your leaders are supposed to help you think about how society runs, and defunding the police was an absolutely ridiculous idea. It always was, and it's only proven to be that way over time. And people have such a toxic view of cops now that they feel like, oh, well, my job's to go shoot them. Next up, we got Vahan Gavandian. Yeah, it's the leader's fault, in my opinion. Vahan says 100 to my slab away and 5-star birth. You got it, Mr. Vahan. Not that there aren't bad cops, too. I get that. That's the whole issue. But it's go ahead and take all the cops away if you think that the cops are fundamentally wrong and bad to have, and see what society turns into. It turns into anarchy. Sent for the free Arceus. Here we are. All right. 1, 2, 3. Nowadays, if you say something like, I like cops or I support cops, people are like, oh, well, I hate you. So it's a pretty toxic. And I would say this sort of toxic environment is created by our leaders. Oh, nice. I pulled the Hitmonchan poker card. You did. Was that what you were looking for? I know somebody was looking for Hitmonchan. What's wrong with anarchy? Anarchy almost inevitably leads to a lot of violence and theft and all the bad things. It's like the opposite of civility. The cop probably had furry handcuffs. Oh, man. So here is a wonderful Flygon. James O. All right, here's Luminion. Here we are, Luminion. Cold. They also changed the shiny odds from 1.4 to 1.158. Thoughts on that? So they're making it harder to pull a shiny. Maybe that's because they see too many people efficiently grinding for shinies and they say, well, wait a second, they're not that rare then. All right, that's for Mr. Vahan Gavandian. Let me grab your bag, Vahan Gavandian. That Luminion is playable. I want to play. I placed 2 separate orders, and I think I got my second one, but not the one I placed this morning. What was your order this morning, mister? Was it also for a poker card? Because I'm pretty sure we did do that, actually. I have Arc iPad now. I want an Arc iPad. I think he means shinies in the game. Sadly, that cop in jail. Let's see. Vahan Gavani. Let me grab this over here. Unless I just missed it. You might have missed it. Oh, Vahan. Wait, he doesn't need a new bag, does he? William. I feel like cops should be retested to see if they're physically fit enough to do their job unless they're like a captain. I don't have anything wrong with that. That's kind of an unrelated thing. Xavier. You know, we're becoming, in my opinion, sort of a moralist society. And then at the same time, we're deciding we don't like cops either. And then cops get shot in the face and people are like, okay, well, why would that happen? It's like, well, it's obvious why it's happening. Mr. Vahan. Vahan, remind me, did you have a bag, Vahan Gavandian? Thoughts on cracking sealed 1999 poker cards and selling them as singles? Good question. Sean Mitchell. Okay. They can shoot PP accidentally. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing. We could probably talk about the cops thing all night. Ultimately, if you don't really believe in a society of law and order, what do you believe in? You know, like, what do you think society would become if there were no laws? Or if you just expected people to be nice and not become criminal gangs and steal. It's like you can almost already now in real time see how society is when you even slightly reduce the amount of policing. Like what happened in California, they reduced the penalty for stealing, and a whole criminal organization rose up just to take advantage of that scenario. You know what I mean? It didn't take very long either. They did it almost immediately. They're like, oh, okay, so this isn't a big deal anymore, huh? Well, we're going to start wiping out all your shops. The leaders are untouchable. They're not untouchable. You got to vote them all out. We need new leaders. New leaders right away. Uriel. You're right. They're unaffected when there's like really bad crime. I found it, Mr. Vahan. Why'd that take me so long? Mr. Vahan, you were right here. Silly me. There we go. The leaders often live in very, very, very nice and clean neighborhoods, and they have a security guard for themselves, which tells you basically everything about what they believe works. Security guards work. It's like their own police team, if you think about it. All right, we're removing $100 from your slab away. Thank you, Vahan. I appreciate that, man. Samantha Rodriguez, Wigglytuff. Here we are. I'll keep in mind that non-hollow rares are bulk. No problem. Have a nice night. Leaders seem to love making voting really hard for the people and love gerrymandering to keep themselves in power. Yeah, so those are often another fascinating topic to talk about, and there's 2 perspectives. I think, from my point of view, it's very hypocritical that the Democrats believe that you should have to have an ID to prove that you've had a vaccine, but they don't think you should have an ID to vote. So I think that's very hypocritical. Next up, we got Steven Tripp. He says 1 live custom and 2 large customs. Here you go, Mr. Steven. Dialga. Ah, sorry, man. 2 large, huh? 2 large. All right, we got the Sublist. Mr. Steven, he says, please making my return been way too long. Oh, it's nice to have you back, man. Steven Tripp. I think you got to be real careful with voting rules because, you know, if half your country doesn't agree on the rules on how the game is played, you're not looking at a legitimate democracy anymore. Everyone has to agree to the rules. So we have to come to a consensus as a whole people. And it can't just be 50% of the people that agree with the rules. You know, it has to be maybe like 80%. Yeah, basically it has to be just about everybody on how the game is played. Jarrett says 5 Starbirth. You got it, Jarrett. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If only 50% of the people agree with how the rules of the democracy work for voting, what's going to happen is you just don't have a democracy anymore. That's basically a war. All right, Jarrett, let's see what you got. Like for me, I don't like the mail-in voting. I think it lends itself too easily to fraud. Also, I'm not a big fan of the technology we're starting to use when it comes to like software to count votes. And it's funny because they actually touched on that subject in the TV show Ozarks. Did you guys watch that? Netflix Ozarks, the part 1 of the final season. They actually brought that subject up when it comes to software that's able to manipulate the vote. Now, I'm not saying that's what our current democracy does, but I'm saying it's interesting because how do you know? Your leader just comes out and says, no, it's trustworthy. And you say, okay. So you have to essentially trust whoever's telling you that it's working, that it is working. You know, that's one of the really fascinating things about voting and democracy. You don't personally count every vote yourself. You don't witness it with your own eyes. So when somebody steps forward and says, this is legitimate, you just say, okay. You basically have to trust that they're not lying or manipulating. And considering the amount of lying and manipulation that goes on in our society, it's actually kind of I would say it's a dangerous cliff you sit on when you start changing rules to how elections are counted or how elections are hosted. You know, people are going to lose trust very fast. All right, he says, I don't have a bag. Jarrett, Michael, Radcliffe, let me get you a new bag. Here we are. Ooh. But yeah, you know, on that subject of voter suppression or whatever you might have mentioned, it is a very important topic. It is a very important topic. I'm all ears. I like to hear about that kind of stuff. I think you have to be able to talk about it and be nice to each other while talking about it. And we have to be able to share our thoughts on it. Anything that's really important to talk about is worth talking about calmly. Mr. Jarrett. Sweet. Next up, we got Eric Lovato. All right, Eric. Man, Eric, you love these live customs. You ready, man? I'm hoping not too cold ones. Are you ready? 1 and 2. Mister, I'll take that free slab if it's actually free. Oh, let me get it for you, Epic Gamer. It is free, but you got to join the giveaway, okay? There is a giveaway in the Discord server. There's a link to it at the top of the description. All right, here we go. Dude, a box of Starbirth. Oh, my God. Mr. Eric, here you are. Eric Lovato. We'll open this right now so we don't have to open it in the nighttime stream. We love you, Mr. Love and peace and something sweet. Oh, I agree. We got to have both of those things. Both of these. Why make war when you can make pokies, honestly? Can I still place an order? Yes, but it'll end up being a pre-order. All right, here we are. Whew. Mr. Eric. You know, Eric, I think if that other guy hadn't placed an order, you might not have gotten this. 1 box of Starbirth. Yeah, it's a really big subject, in my opinion, the whole voting thing. You've got to find a way for everyone to agree how it works. You really do. Is your daytime stream becoming more popular than your nighttime stream? No, the nighttime stream is definitely more popular. But we host the daytime stream to alleviate some of the traffic in the nighttime stream. Here we are. All right, very good. Very good. In about 7 hours. Yeah, pretty late, huh? Okay, Eric Lovato, we got Luminion. I'll be honest, I don't think anyone ever grades these V cards. Oh, we got V-Star, though. Yes, anything you place right now will end up being a pre-order. Cold. I go to the club 7 nights a week. A little gem of a hole. Club Mister. Oh, my God. Here we are. Here's Lucario. This is Off-Broadway Art House. Here's Flygon. Cold. 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 Whimsicott. Look at this lovely Whimsicott. Need more cheap slabs. We like the cheap slabs, huh? Those are nice. Cold. Here's Shaman. Well, we have lots more slabs. I am V Liberal and oppose most of your views, but genuinely appreciate how you argue with lots of facts. Yeah, absolutely. Well, here's something I would say. I'm not very Republican either. You know, I would describe myself as closer toward the center. And back when I was in college, which would have been like 5 years ago, I would have been considered a liberal, actually. And what happened was I didn't change that much, actually. A few things about me changed. Like once I started working and earning money, and my wife did too, I gained a pretty strong perspective on taxes. So, you know, I ended up not wanting to pay lots of taxes. I think everyone should be allowed to make more of their own money. So that's one thing that you could say I'm definitely very Republican sounding on, or conservative, whatever term you want to use. But, you know, it's I feel like a lot of things changed on the left over time. Like, do you guys remember the Obama years? Obama today would be kind of a conservative sounding Democrat. You know, he wouldn't sound like the progressive Democrats. Oh, Mr. Eric, that's one of the best pulls. Is this the chase, actually? He just pulled a wonderful Cynthia out of his booster box. Excellent, man. All right. Beautiful. And Infernape. Yeah, so Obama, you know, today he'd be considered not, I guess, like leftist enough or something. And so back then, politicians, they were just like in a different scale than they are now. Nowadays, it's really, a lot of things have changed very rapidly. I feel like both parties shifted further away from the center in the last 10 years. Well, that's the thing. I don't think that the Republicans actually changed that much. Actually, I feel sometimes like the Republicans became more liberal. Like before the Supreme Court passed the whole homosexual thing, homosexual marriage, the Republicans were really against homosexual marriage. You might recall also, so was Obama and so was Hillary Clinton, and they were on the left. And then after it gets passed, well, everyone just goes, all right, now we're for it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a fascinating thing. All right, that was for Eric Lovato. Here we go. Yeah, there's like clips where Hillary Clinton says, I oppose homosexual marriage, and Obama says the same thing. Although one of the funny things is Donald Trump in the past, he's like, I don't care about homosexual people. So ironically, he's the Republican candidate, and he didn't care. Although back then, he would have been considered a Democrat. He like changed parties somehow. Michael Hoven says, one custom booster. Here we go. Let's see. Obama was a moderate for sure. So that's Michael Hoven. He wants 2 evolving skies. You know, it's a really good idea, though, to just be able to think really clearly about these and form an opinion that isn't too based on sort of like anger. You don't want your opinions to just be anger. You know what I mean? Anger and outrage. You want to think it through. You want to think about how does like reality really work? What are the outcomes going to be? How's it going to really affect your life? Stuff like that. When and where will you be choosing the number for the giveaway? So we're going to let the giveaway run for a few days. That's what I said when we started it. And then we will choose a winner. I don't have a specific date, but maybe like Sunday is what I'm thinking. You know, what we're doing with the giveaway is I have a goal of getting enough guesses into that channel where you're allowed to guess between 1 and 1,000. We want about 1,000 guesses before we actually begin the giveaway. So that would be about it. They're just used party as a vehicle to power. It's not like they aligned with the policies. I would agree with that statement. A lot of politics really is individual leaders who are trying to rise into positions of power and influence and, of course, income. So they're just, they want a job, you know what I mean? And they will change positions very fast, depending on what works and what does not work. Rayquaza, also Eldegoss Sableye. Yeah, their job isn't to be, let's say, honest, good, altruistic, or moral people. Our leader's job is to manipulate us to the point where they defeat each other. So we're like the pawns for them, and their job is to get our vote. So they just say whatever they think is the most popular thing. And an advanced part of their job is trying to influence us into thinking in agreement with them. And we have to be able to think for ourselves and be like, well, this is what's actually good for me. You know what I mean? Michael Hoven. Oh, Mr. Michael. Here we go, Mr. Michael. Yeah, if they could just convince you that you have a lot of problems and they have all the solutions to your problems, if only you would vote for them, well, they would defeat their opponent because they would get the majority vote. Next up, we got Braden Siska. He says, hey, mister, 5 fusion strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 pack breaks. I might need a new bag. Not sure if you shipped mine. Braden Siska. Oh, I remember. Actually, yours is still sitting over there, but we are going to get you a new bag because the reason it's sitting over there, I still got to retrieve your cards. And also, I just haven't done a lot of shipping. That's the other reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 cards here, Braden. What I'm going to do for you, mister, we're going to get another pack of Gym Heroes, and we're going to put all 3 of your spots into the new one. Unless you want one over here as well, okay? So you can do that if you like to split your spots up. What's the difference between live and large? So the live customs get open immediately, and that's a tricky thing because somebody else might be ahead of you and might pull the hit. Whereas with the large, you go onto a reserve list, and the reserve list will actually decide eventually who gets what. So the reserve list is more of a slow thing where you can't really be sniped. You know what I mean? You can get sniped in the live customs, or you could be the sniper. But with the reserve list, there's no sniping. It's not possible. I'll take one or the other. Sounds good, man. So there's Braden Siska there. And here's 2 right here. All right, very nice. And now we got your packs here. I'm liberal when it comes to Pokemon giveaways. That's right. I'm a Pokemon communist anytime you pull Charizard. All right, so this is completed. What time is it? 150 minutes, 6:30. I'm going to save this for tonight because I am going to pop off. I'm going to go do some card grading. Does that sound okay? If I do this and it takes another 20 minutes, that's another 20 minutes of card grading I didn't do. I got to lay down and rest my back, and I need to eat dinner as well. So I got to do a number of things. Here's Phantump. Oh, a beautiful hyper rare Chandelure. That's a snipe, Mr. Braden. All right, very good, man. As well as Quick Ball. Oh my gosh. California turned me into a Republican. Well, and I think the proper way to be isn't Republican or Democrat. The goal is to be living in the smartest way possible. That's always the goal, right? So who cares about Republican or Democrat? You just want to make sure that your country is being ran in the smartest way and that you're living in the smartest way. You know what I mean? And that's a mistake. Republicans make that mistake where they don't want to listen. I think it goes both ways, too. I think Democrats can make the same mistake where maybe an idea is good or bad. They don't want to listen. You know what I mean? They're like, no, it's a my way, highway. We got the right way to do things. You got the wrong way to do things. But it happens on both parties. You know what I mean? So that's for Braden Siska. But you're always supposed to be doing whatever is smartest. And that's what gives you a better life. You know, you have to believe that your choices end up kind of like in a video game. You play a video game and you make bad choices and it changes the ending to the game. It's exactly how life is, you know. Like you're like me, you eat too much dessert and then you get out of shape. But if you eat less dessert, maybe you're in better shape. Here's Braden. So your choices end up deciding how your life goes. And you want to make sure you have a good life. So you got to make good choices. The leaders often try to convince you what a good choice is, and you have to hear them out and kind of decide what you really believe about the world. And you got to go off of history. You got to just go off of what you believe about human nature. So for human nature, for example, I'm pretty cynical. I don't think that, in general, I think most people are bad, and they would choose to do bad things if they could get away with it. So that's sort of like my perspective of reality. Then there's probably people who have a different perspective where they believe, well, everyone's good and they wouldn't break the law if there were no laws, or they wouldn't do anything bad if there were no laws. So, but that's not me. And maybe that's just because I've had different life experience or I have a different personality type than you. You got to imagine a lot of politics might just be people's individual personality types, you know? All right, so we're stopping there, and it looks like at the beginning of tonight's stream, we'll have Ryan Liebold, who has a message for me, talking about a previous shipment, and that's where we'll pick up. Okay, guys? So I had a lot of fun. I'll write a note for myself, Ryan Liebold. So this is where we pick up, and I'll see you in the late night stream, guys. Woo!